to where they trying to migrate niggas over from one system to another just to have another lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Over that shit. Because we don't know, like we can't even pinpoint who the maker or the creator of that shit is. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I feel like that's a mystery. That's a mystery right there. Cause I looked into that shit. So like who behind this shit, making the algorithm or the logarithm for this motherfucking
Let
new
brother,
system
yeah,
of
let the brother go
currency
though. We
type
gave him a
shit.
lot. We gave him a whole plate
Go
right there.
go
Let him
go
go.
ahead, go
Let him
ahead,
go.
go ahead.
Yeah. I definitely want to hit everybody point because I get a little excited. I'm not gonna lie, I get excited when I talk to us about the shit because a lot of us really be lacking as far as uh technology, and we really like the last on the plate. You know, China and India right now is number one for the Bitcoin mining farms right now. So they technically don't need no money, to be honest with you. So back to the brother first question as far as how do I see that in the system? Well, I want to say that, hey, don't it seem funny that they're giving out black people banks right now? It's because they created a new currency. And we already see it with the PayPal, the Google Play, all these other various things that you paying for with your phone and shit. I think Samsung just released a statement 2 days ago saying that they're actually going to come out with a coin and a blockchain. So really, it isn't Bitcoin. The real thing of it is blockchain technology. That's a thing that we don't really know about. The simplest way I can put it is basically.
I know about that shit, nigga. But go ahead.
And you see IBM, it has their own blockchain too, so it's like a cloud type of thing. And you're right, they don't know who created this Satoshi Nakamoto or whatever. But I mean, when they really went down and tried to get the best coders in the world to try to crack the code, they couldn't. So they actually think that artificial intelligence created it. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. I look at it as a resource that, hey, we're moving towards the future, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
And us as black people, we're kind of last in the race as far as the race of making and as far as wealthy. I fuck with my brother DL Miller. He's a part of the Moab Association. I'm not a part of it, but I do assist them brothers. Um, and they came up with this term called Brexit. So they got it from the Brexit as far as the British people, but they saying that, hey, look, if black people have $4 trillion in the United States currency, or we're the biggest cash cows here, if
Oh, that's it.
if every black person in America owned Bitcoin, who the fuck the rest of the world got to come to see to get that resource? They got to come see us. So
Hey, hey,
that's a
let me
part.
ask, let me say
Hey,
let me say
but
let me
look,
say
but
this,
look.
bro.
Hold on.
Niggas need to be creating their own blockchain and their own
Oh no,
coin,
they
bro.
they have, and it's like when it's like first off, you need to get the gist of what is a blockchain. You know, you might know it, but other
Yeah,
people
I know
might.
about that shit. I know
Right,
about that shit.
right. You might know it, but everybody else don't. And it's
They
like
don't.
tomorrow, hey,
That's
by
right.
tomorrow morning, I could create us a whole new blockchain, and I can create us a whole new currency. But we all have to be on a accord together, and it's hard for
Hell yeah. That's right. That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying. It's hard for black people to get on the court. So
That's
I can
right.
make this shit. It's nothing to make. I
For
can get.
some for some for some reason niggas don't like a lot of niggas don't like intelligent shit. They just thinking you a weirdo when you on some smart shit.
No,
For some reason. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's about.
it was the white when they created the Freeman Bureau, and that was supposed to be a bank for us when we got freed as slaves, and that's why a lot of our great grandparents put money in beds and shit like that because they didn't trust the banking system
But
because they stole money that we put in the bank. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to the the whole piggy bank thing. I'm not brushed up on it, but the history of the piggy bank and the black dollar and all that, bro, that was about us saving money, but we didn't know how because motherfuckers was stealing our money. So it's
Hey,
like with
check this out.
uh-huh.
Check this out, my G. Like I feel like we don't even know what the actual the breakdown of what money actually is because there was a time where we was just bartering and trading and shit. There's a new system right now that we not even aware of on actually how money actually works. Everything in our pockets when we get them little pieces of paper, bro, all of that shit is debt. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
already.
When it comes to the US Treasury, these motherfuckers are already supposed to pay for all our motherfucking debts, bro,
But look,
public and private, type
but
shit.
look,
And
but
we
look, but
don't
look.
go ahead.
But look, and what you said, the Treasury don't print money. The Federal Reserve do, and the Federal Reserve is not owned by the United States. So even look, I want to say something. I want to say so even when we do this dance and go from quote unquote cash money to their digital coin, they still puppeting it. And what I want to say is that's not the resource. The resource is food, living. Like we making a resource to buy the resource.
No, I agree with you. The resource is the plant, is the soil, the ground where we're supposed to get our food from.
Roof over your head, food.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shelter and shit. No, you're right about that. The only thing is I'm saying is there's I don't know if y'all familiar with the 1933, the Act of 1933 over here in America, where they changed the gold standard. They removed the gold standard and introduced these motherfucking coupon papers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But these motherfuckers have utilized our birth certificates and our social security numbers and shit to basically to use that as collateral. Basically, they saying that this piece of paper is our bodies. So they use these pieces of paper to say that these motherfuckers, this is collateral for you putting currency into our system type shit. You know what I'm saying? So these certificates, though, we fueling that shit through these certificates that connect us where they want to say where we can distinguish ourselves from these things, because these are just pieces of paper. Like, we ain't pieces of paper, and we ain't no fucking name. Go ahead.
Have you heard about Venezuela?
Yeah, Venezuela's going upside down. Yeah, they currency all years now.
Hey, so now Venezuela, people in Venezuela, nigga, they dependent on fucking cryptocurrency, because guess what? If you and me, we got family in Venezuela right now, right? But we want to send them a Western Union, or we want to send them PayPal, it ain't happening. It's not gonna happen, because first off, if we want to send $100, by the time it get to them, it's gonna be about $45, bro. You dig? So it's like these types of currencies, man, we need to get up on top of the tech. Now I understand that we trying to break away from the system. Now, I ain't trying to, get us in no trap or no shit like that. But it's like bro just said, he said right now, if with the United States, with that 1933 Act, right? Could any of us say that, hey, could you guys open the book so we can actually see where every transaction went? They can't do it. They not going to do it. But with Bitcoin, it's an open ledger. Yeah. You can go to blockchain.org right now and see every transaction that you're not gonna see.
Hold up, bro, because that seemed like another setup though. It's like we've been moving ourselves from one system and getting then trapped into another one where we don't really fully understand the full scope of that new system that we with this looking interesting. It's looking very intriguing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because what we dealing with. But it could be another setup, bro, where Bad Vegan was talking about the resources of the planet. We probably don't even need to be looking that far.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we going too fucking far.
I agree with you, but check this out, Star. You got to realize this, though, bro. The difference of this shit is you can have a coin with your name on it. One World can have a coin with his name on it.
That's right. That's right.
And the better to say that is the difference between a centralized society, a decentralized society.
I get that, bro. I get that. I like I said, man, my brother made 150,000 off of this shit. So I already know what you're talking about. This nigga put
no. To the brother that didn't understand though, it's just that I understand what you're saying, leaving one system to go to another system. But guess what? This system that we are trying to, merge to is a system where it's decentralized. If you guys understand what decentralized is,
it's not governed. It's not governed.
What you mean by decentralized?
Decentralized is not. It's not. There's no hierarchy, bro. It's all free, literally free market, like literally.
And look, but he's. I get what he's saying.
But I don't know government control, bro. That's what decentralized.
But who you think putting them transactions in the computer? They can switch that. Make not.
Me and you, bro, we doing it because guess what? If me and your computer don't work, they not gonna cut down every server in the world. That's what they need to do to stop Bitcoin. I'm not saying that it can't be stopped. Now, I ain't hear no advocate of this super shit, but I'm just saying that. Oh my bad, I thought somebody was talking. But I'm just saying that we have more power over this than we have over any currency in the world. I can say that as a people.
But see, let me ask you this though: what happens when it comes to any type of discrepancies or malfunctions? Though, where do we go to resolve any malfunctions or discrepancies when it comes to transactions, bro?
Because guess what? When you get involved in Bitcoin, bro, just off the strength that if I'm back here with y'all, I understand that I'm back here with a special group of people. They gonna do their investigation. They gonna do their verifying. They gonna go ahead and read the white papers to understand how this is functioning and everything. You're gonna be a coder. I don't give a fuck what if you're interested in it. You're not just talking about just investing. You actually want to see how this shit fucking.
I already do that shit, but I hear you. Go keep going though.
I'm just saying though that okay then. So since you're a coder, you're gonna understand that since this is an open source platform, and people, if you guys don't understand what open source means, that you can actually go into the coding and correct some things yourself and put that contract out there for
Wherever you see errors and shit, you
right,
can correct that shit. No,
right,
I got you.
right. So it's like it's damn near a nuclear system for everybody because it's not just a currency. It's a way for me and you to send a message to each other and nobody can intercept that shit, bro. Like an email or a text message. We got all these black power people talking about codes and secret this, but ain't nobody talking about how to fucking get a message from California to New York to let them brothers know what we need to get done in Texas. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways that this blockchain technology is another way that we're gonna hide our fucking medical records.
And
It's
that's from a Rhode Island.
it's a whole book. Like right now, I'm sitting in front of a video game and I'm earning 1% a day just by playing this video game. So in the future, your kids ain't gonna be playing 2K for free. They gonna be playing 2K and getting paid for it. You feel what I'm saying?
In the near future,
And
they
like,
already
bro,
paid for it. If they knew how to monopolize their channels, if they knew how to monopolize themselves, they could be doing the same shit right now. But you got to be up on the fucking game. This is how we always was late. Example. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Example. This fucking YouTube and internet when it was coming in '99, right before it hit in 2000s, it was called the Y2K era. You feel me? And niggas was talking about this shit was gonna shut down and we weren't gonna get the chips and all of this shit. But they implemented it to a way that we didn't even know that we were gonna be receiving the chip. That was through technology. They gave us something that we weren't able to do, like because we were used to walking around. We had the beepers and shit. So when they came with cell phones, it was a must that we had it. Especially all the goddamn dealers and the drug dealers. This is why they use this shit from higher ups to manipulate the people. The same thing that they doing with this, because it's gonna switch over just the same way
But
that
Huey,
stamps. Hold on. The same way that the food stamps went from goddamn paper to on the goddamn debit card. You see what I'm saying? They switch it from in front of your eyes before you have a chance to goddamn argue.
Huey though, bro. That's the thing. This the thing. When we start like you know how they used to have pirate radio back in the day. It's the similar shit where we got to create a pirate situation where we tapping in, but we not even a part of the shit. Like on some real shit. We gotta be on some pirate takeover. Like nigga, we got our own little thing going on over here that's outside of this shit where it can't be controlled type shit.
Yep. Hey, when you spoke on YouTube, just real quick, brother, to the brother that got this channel, I put the link in the back. It's called DTube, right? And that stands for decentralized tube, whereas you don't have to wait every month to get your little couple pennies from YouTube. It's about the people paying you. So that means if I like your video and if I want to send you $20, I put it right there right away. If everybody want to click on that link, you can see the example. But I'm just saying that like it's people every day that's creating things to actually break away from the monopoly that's going on with the system. Like everybody, as far as like, let's keep it on the example as far as YouTube. YouTube is fucking people out their money, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even when it came
ain't they taking like 55% of the earnings or some shit like that?
More than that if you don't have the numbers, bro. More than that if you don't have the numbers.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is crazy. So it's like I put the link in the back so everybody, you can't say you ignorant to the fact of why you don't have a DTube account to where you can get paid right then and there. I think I made a video, just a real quick video walking through my neighborhood, and motherfucker gave me $5 from that shit. You feel me? And that went right to my fucking wallet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even this conversation right now, it's people around the world that would enjoy it, whereas YouTube is probably blocking us from getting some resources. So it's like I say, I ain't saying that cryptocurrency is Superman. I ain't, putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm just saying that this is an opportunity and technology that's still young that we need to be a part of it. And the only example I can give us is think in 1984, 1985, when IBM was only worth 15 cents. Man, IBM was worth money now. So think if our parents bought 100 of those motherfuckers, or even 1,000, we wouldn't have to work. You feel? So it's like I'm thinking about
My
children.
brother, you right about what you're saying, but I feel like we can't discard our inheritance to this American corporation shit. We have an inheritance. We got a claim against these motherfuckers also, bro. To where they came over and they're invaders of certain spaces, bro. Where we should be the motherfuckers to dictate the rules and the laws and all of this shit. Like,
I
I feel like we gotta discover that we can't discard our inheritance though here too. Also, even when it comes to the money shit, because it's some inheritance shit that go on with this.
I'm just saying
Go
that
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
what's a better way to do that than say fuck your money? I'm going to use Bitcoin to do transactions with Huey. And if he want to send you something, and guess what? Most stores now are taking Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So
No,
what
you're right. You're right.
better way
You're
to
right
say
about that.
government and not use their money though, bro? You feel me?
But hold on though,
Man,
bro, because I feel like we over. I feel like it's like when you talk about even my brother be on the same shit you talking about. My little brother, bro, he own that shit. But what I'm saying is, bro, there's a certain inheritance here that we already got. We already got all the riches that we could ever want here over in this
Facts.
land. We already
Let me,
got that shit, but we ain't figured out how to access that shit. Well, we can't access that shit. These motherfuckers created an abundance of wealth with our parents' name that they gave to these motherfuckers, bro. And I feel
what's
like we
our
need to we
land?
need we need to we need to discover we
I'll
need to
be right back.
discover that shit. We can't just discard. We can't just discard that shit, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. You
Hey,
know what
they
I'm saying? I,
say,
I
hey,
hear
hey,
all
land
that.
to
Go
make the
ahead.
technology and the money. That's what happened. And we need to be concerned about the land. We take the
Yeah.
land back. You know what I'm saying? We'll have all the money we need. You know what I'm
Plus,
saying?
hey, you right, one world. Plus, the people own it. It's like long as we deal with the currency that's within us.
See,
You
see
know, it ain't it.
let me give you a good example. You see, like I got all this land, y'all be saying I've been posting in the back, right? And mind you, we got a lot of family. But the family wasn't concerned about the land. The family wanted to move to the cities and gave up their inheritance of the land in order to live on top of each other in a crowded city, I guess for fun. Or there's no fun in working on the
A lot
land
of people did that.
and people
Yeah,
gave that up
blind man.
and don't realize that the land was the money.
Hmm.
Right, right. It's like they got lost in falling mentally. You would think that the ground was just bullshit if you don't know that's where
But
everything comes from. You right.
but Slim, but Black Star U is coming from an aspect that we thought about on Discord before because we was trying to make a HOTC Bitcoin. Actually, we had that in the workings where everybody anteed up and everything for it, but the dude who's supposed to did it, he didn't come through. Actually,
But see, that's the point. That's the point to where we gotta get like we can't be dependent on every one of
he
us
was
gotta
part of us
gotta
though. He
be.
was part of us
I
though.
know,
We
I
was
know, but
building
I know
with him
I
on
hear
the
what you're
way.
saying, Fat. Hey, Fat, just listen for a second. What I'm saying is we gotta expand our information, also our knowledge and what we able to do as individuals though. So if they knock one of us off, we can continue with this shit. You know what I'm saying? To where we
But
ain't
look,
we ain't depending on one motherfucker to be able to do some shit for. You
but
know what
look,
I mean?
I'm
We
Hey,
with
all
that's
you.
gotta
Hey,
be
Star,
open. We all
Star.
gotta be open to
We
that
all
shit,
got to be
bro.
the leader. Star, I'm with you. But
All of
look,
us.
but he was already advanced to the point we all put up a little, and he can get us there, get the coin out to us, and then we do our thing, and we be in our lane. So all of us. So you telling me for all of us to donate $5 and get the coin made? We should have all dove into the Bitcoin when he already had it right there. You
But
get
we
what I'm
gotta have a
saying?
blanket. We gotta have a safety blanket though. If this
You
motherfucker,
right. You right though.
if
You
we
right. And
invest
when
in,
he
if we
walk
putting all
off,
this
you
shit
right.
into this one motherfucker, we gotta have a safety blanket for all of us too.
hey, well, remember
Let's say
this
we
though.
put.
Remember
Go ahead,
this.
go ahead, go ahead, go
Remember,
ahead, go ahead.
remember this though.
Ask you,
Remember the
we
thing that we
thought
talking
about that.
about.
We thought about that like last year. We put money together. We was on the move to doing it. Ask you,
Hey, well,
Slim.
look, I'm gonna introduce something to
We
y'all
know
though.
about
Remember,
that.
we is talking about an open source platform, right? So because of that, I'm gonna say this for you guys. If you guys put your own thing together, like I say, me and a couple of my guys, we already in the talks of getting it together. The definition that you guys need to look up, or the app you guys need to look up, is it's called a multi-signature wallet, right? So with that being said, that means like everybody on the panel has their own wallet, right? But we create one wallet to where we put into a pot, okay, aka Susu, right? You know what I'm saying? From our ancestors and shit. They taught us how to do this shit. We gonna modernize this shit. We built a Susu, but guess what? With that multi-signature wallet, everybody needs a signature in order for some money to be withdrawn. So it's like we already understand as black people that we don't trust each other. But it's things that's been put in place and created now that we also can create to where we can have checks and balances. It's called proof of work, proof of stake. That's in, and if you could look up those definitions in Bitcoin. So with that being right. So it's like this on some moving forward type shit. Why not create a multi-signature wallet? Let's create a pot. That way, when we get like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever money we could be like, hey, we could take this towards this project, or we could say that, hey, this is a savings. Or whereas, hey, bro, if you need $100 out this bitch, go ahead and take your $100 and we can move on. You know,
check this out. That's similar. That's similar to creating. That's similar to creating a trust, bro. A literal trust amongst individuals that can basically pull or put in to this entity that is created amongst a group of people. That's similar to the same shit you talking about. It's it's a trust.
Right.
It's literally a trust.
Hey, can I ask a question about the Bitcoin?
Yes, sir.
What like you're saying that we need to invest money into it? Because I be seeing people talk about mining, like they make these machines and it's mining Bitcoin.
And that's what I was talking about with China and India. They have the biggest farms in the world, bro. The biggest farms. And we okay. So a farm is basically with a, like, let's say I'm gonna use one brand name called an Antminer. You can look this up on Google. Antminer. Yeah. So these are basically like little, like, you can look, it looks like a ballast. Have you ever seen a light ballast in the ceiling or whatever? Just think of a bigger version of that, or an amp or whatever. And you plug it up and it creates Bitcoin for you. And I'm talking about, bro, they're creating they got hundreds of these motherfuckers, and that's free money. So whereas like right now, right? Let's say on me and you on some lightweight shit, bro. You can go ahead and get you a USB Bitcoin miner and a couple slot things for probably like $150, and it's probably gonna pay you about $300 a year. But still, that's $300 a year that you won't gotta. You know what I'm saying?
Black. I hear what you saying. Like the technology shit, like that is some good shit. But I feel like we going too far though with this shit. Like we going beyond some shit where we could just literally have agreements.
But think about this, bro. Judging off the past, though, judging off the past, what really do we have to lose?
Hey, I'm getting an understanding about this farm. What are you farming with this machine?
Okay, so basically, the energy and the power that basically comes from those machines, it get converted into Bitcoin. It's no different than having miners go in the ground and dig out gold.
Hey, hold on.
So you're saying you're using energy and turning energy into money?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
So all right. So now, if you use more energy, do you get more money?
Yes.
You need more miners. Yes, correct. Yes.
And listen, let me say this real quick, because the machine that my dude right here is talking right now, One World.
Because I know they got free mining apps.
You got the free fucking energy operator, right? And this is what this can be used for mining. This is how we can all right now make our own thing that we can utilize a free miner, and we don't have to use the electricity out our house to get a bill. We can create free fucking money, and we can mine for any goddamn coin. Now we can create each one of these cheap machines that One World got and mine for Bitcoin, one for Litecoin, and one for Ethereum. Now you can mine these 3 different coins with each 3 different machines that you got, and you're making money right now. If you can create 1 Bitcoin right now, it's worth what, about 15,000 right now?
Okay, hold on. I'm just a question. I need to understand it.
Let me just say this right quick, bro. We already got all.
I don't think it works like that. I don't think it works like that.
We already got all. We already
ask more questions. Are you trying to tell me that the more energy you use, the more money you're gonna mine, and that means it's gonna cost you on your electric bill? Is that how this works?
Yes, it is going to cost you on your electric. And when the price of Bitcoin went up, yes, it was miners cutting off their mining machines. But like bro said, you can move on to a different cryptocurrency that is cheaper, and more people is going to use that as transactions, knowing that, all right, let me be real about it. If I got $1,000 in Bitcoin, I want to send you $1,000, bro. I'm probably depending on the volume that time period or that day, depending on what node or blockchain, and the node, each node creates a chain. So we're depending on the node, the time, and how many volume of people using it at that time. It might cost me 2 cents. It might cost me $50, depending on it. But right now, if you guys look up Justin Sun, he's the creator of TRX, the Tron platform. It's
there's a fee. There's a fee for transactions. Yeah. I guess.
Just transacted.
Yeah,
but he just transacted $2.1 million for 1 penny.
Yeah, it's always gonna be a fee.
Oh, it's like a black stock market, then, man.
Hey, can we build this machine too?
Yes.
Hell yeah, absolutely. We can build a coin. We can build a mining. We can build all of that shit. Yeah, that's right.
So we can build a miner for free.
It's all program, man. It's all program.
And we can make money. And we can make our own money, and it's going to be legit. It's going to be like real money that can.
We can make our own money because but to where we putting our own value into the shit though, bro. It ain't based off of nobody else's value, except for the value that we put into it from making it. You know.
So it's like, all right. So like, let's say we got Bitcoin miners, right? All of us, we just set up a little mini farm, or we just basically set up a mining pool. That's what you look up the definition of mining pool.
Yeah, and the computer does it. It's generated. The computer does all the mining.
You create the engine that computes it though, bro.
Yeah.
So with that being said, now let's say we pull in $1,000 a month or whatever it is, right? Now we want to figure out how to cash these motherfuckers out, right? It's plenty of motherfucking websites that you can go to and cash out. Paxful, Paxful, FUL. I will put all these links in the back chat for y'all brothers. Now you can set up an account right, and this is why I be talking to my G's. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the worst place you can think of. You did, and I be like, damn, my G, you out here selling an ounce of weed, right? Now you done bought this ounce of weed for $150, right? But at the end of the day, you ain't even working with no scale because you know the cops pull you over with a scale. It's over with. So you just down there and basically eyeballing motherfucker $10 and $20 and shit. So at the end of the day, you probably only make a $50 or a $60 profit, maybe 70 if you real good. When you think about it, you could have took that same $150 and bought Bitcoin and then sold that same $150 for $250 in one transaction. You feel what I'm saying? It's people out there that don't have a
question.
My bad. Go ahead.
Do you need internet for this mining, or this is something that just okay? So that means we need
internet because it goes out there and finds the coins for you.
Hey, but at the same time, it's an ant miner that create Litecoin. That is also what you call those things? A Wi-Fi monitor. What's they call those?
I'm really trying to
Wi-Fi modem.
It's a Wi-Fi modem, and it also and it also lines Litecoin for you. So it's like
all you gotta do is plug it up, upload the software, and you can start mining. Like I got this mining app on my phone. I ain't really never paid no attention to it because I make like $2 or $3. You know what I mean?
What's mining?
Yeah, it's mining, but they said the more
so what is
stronger it is, the more you get. If you get what I'm saying, like the stronger.
Hey, look,
what is this mining app doing? What is it?
I lost my goddamn code. You know your little security code.
Yeah, it goes and find cones. It goes and find coins for you.
When you get your blockchain, it's a code.
It goes and finds coins for you, and then you can like sell them coins and trade them. And if you got your own coins, you can put how much you want the coin to be worth.
No, what I'm saying is,
you can have one coin worth $5.
But one word, one hood. I'm gonna try to give it to you how I get it. Got it in layman terms. Somebody static. It's like mine's out. Hey, look, they say like that when you mining, it's like point something of a Bitcoin, and the whole idea is mine enough to get to a whole Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got from it.
Yeah, it's a decimal point. It's a decimal point. You're right about that.
Yeah, when you mining, you getting points. You building up to get to enough to get to a Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever the top dog is, whatever coin. That's what mining is. That's in a layman term. So you mining at 0.001 of a Bitcoin, and this is free on apps, and you can keep going until you get to 0.1 of a Bitcoin, 0.7 or a whole Bitcoin. That was my understanding.
I put it. I put
What the hell is a Bitcoin then?
You said what? You gotta put static.
Hey, Manzai, you gotta mute your mic, bro. You static. You got some crazy shit going on.
Yeah. Okay. So he asked, "What is a Bitcoin?" Basically, I'm gonna just say another way of a middleman for us to barter, just like any other currency. At the same time, it's also a file where you can hide files. It's also a way that you can send messages to each other. It's also a way that you can build a platform like a gaming platform on top of that using the coding.
And you know they actually got sites where you can actually go there and buy shit with like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and all that.
Most definitely. That's why I say that.
They got
out here, hey, bro, out here,
where you
bro,
can actually convert your money into coins.
I was ready to say out here we already got Bitcoin ATM where you can swap in and out.
I got a question.
Yes,
did somebody say you can mine Bitcoins like with a pick and a shovel?
No. That's the same mine.
Hell no. This
not
is
physically. Not physically.
No.
Okay. I was trying to make sure because last time I checked, I thought Bitcoin was just another form of the cryptocurrency.
Correct.
So there's no difference between a Bitcoin and the U.S. dollar, the pound, or the Japanese yen. They're all the same.
Actually, it is. The more Bitcoins people got, the value goes up. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was when it first came out.
No, when it first came out, it was really cheap. People was like, "Don't buy this stuff."
It was really cheap, and then people started investing in it, and people started getting
hold on, bro.
At one time, like Paul said, it was
hold on. Let me explain why the price went up. Because it's shown to be a stable currency. It's just like the price of the dollar goes up and down, or the price of the yen goes down, up and down, or the pound goes up and down.
Well, we talk about this shit, though, bro, but we don't understand money, though, bro. We don't understand that shit.
I was trying to. I'm listening to y'all like, what? Like you instead of you doing it in Bitcoins, you can invest in the U.S. dollar. They sell it on the stock exchange just like they do the pound or the yen.
No, even with that, though, bro. Go ahead.
I put the chart in the background with the U.S. dollar.
Hey, Black Star, go ahead and break it down for us, man.
Yeah. With the USA dollar, nobody in history made 64,000%. Now look in the back chat and look at the charts. That's where I'm coming from. Now we talking about people that don't have money. You know what I'm saying? And might only be able to put $20 a week or $100 a month or whatnot. But I'm saying though, if you look at that versus putting $100 a month in the bank, and your bank only giving you 0.1%, and then if you look at the percentage of Bitcoin,
you can get as high as 3, depending on which bank you're with. But the problem with Bitcoin is it's very volatile. The price doesn't just go up; it also crashes, and you can lose value in what you invested in.
Hey, this is new
thing with the dollar, though.
Right. It's with any currency you put it in. Right. It depends on whether or not the market for that dollar, how the U.S. Stock market and everything works in the market. So if the value of that stock goes down, the value of Bitcoins go down, and you lose money.
On that, since you brought up
just like anything else.
Hold on, no. Since you brought up banks, I'm gonna bring up a different.
Let me get in between y'all two. First off, I want to shout out to Gary because this is why I appreciate Gary when it comes to these things like that, because he's gonna give that other perspective, and that's what I needed to hear. So now that I'm hearing the two different sides, I wanted to know now if we was mining for free, opposed to investing our money. Would it, you know what I'm saying? Now would it be worth it? Because if it crashed, it didn't come out of our pocket.
Correct, and I can tell you plenty of ways to do that too.
Hold on, but what do you mean you're mining it? That's what I'm trying to get, because you sound like you were mining it, like you think there's a machine that goes and gets Bitcoin.
No, we explained it.
It goes and find the coin.
We never said it was physical though. Mining, I explained that mining is the power from your computer or your USB, or if you actually buy a Bitcoin miner, the power or the electricity that comes from that.
It's virtual.
Right. It converts that into a actual Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Power you got, the more points you get.
No, it doesn't. Who told you that?
Hey, I want to touch on one subject because he mentioned the banks, right? And I want to make sure that it ain't just Bitcoin and some big superstar out here, because there's plenty of other coins that we can get in and really capitalize as well. So he mentioned banks. If you guys look up Ripple, RIPPLE, the motherfucking ticker for that shit is XRP. And if you look at it, every bank in the world is grabbing that coin. That is supposed to be the real new world cryptocurrency.
I got some
Hold on.
One at a time. I want to hear you.
Let me explain something about Bitcoin. What makes Bitcoin so popular is that their value is the same in every country. Like, you don't have to convert it like you do Canadian money to American money, or American money into the pound. Or
yeah, that's what I was explaining about Venezuela. Yeah. Yep.
Right.
You're right. You're right.
That's why you use cryptocurrency, because it's universal. But even though the value doesn't change, you have to find someone who uses cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
No, and that's why I explained. That's why I explained the different ways, the various ways to cash out. Now I can say that Amazon loves Bitcoin, and Amazon will give you motherfucking Amazon cards all day, and there's plenty of ways that you can cash out Amazon cards. You know what I'm saying? So it's all type of multiple ways. Like I said, I gave the site Paxful, PAXFUL, and there's 300 different ways to cash out, bro.
But when you convert a Bitcoin into an Amazon card, you have to choose a currency. It's either going to be in U.S. currency, it's going to be in the pound. So you're converting your Bitcoin back into money. You bought it with money.
You actually you converting something of a physical value of that amount of money in that system.
What's the rate of exchange when you exchange it into an Amazon card? Is it in U.S. dollars? Are you getting 100 U.S. dollars? Or are you getting 100 pounds?
It just
because
depends.
there's a difference between
let me
a
ask
British
It all
pound.
depends on the cryptocurrency at that time.
No.
No, it does depend on where you at and where location. So yes, since we're in USA, yes, it will be USD. Yes, sir.
So what is see, this is a little kicker. What is Bitcoin transferring into USD?
Oh, okay. It's no different. Okay, then it's no different than explaining gold, then, sir. It's no different than explaining gold, because I understand gold is a resource. We understand that it's a fine metal. Yes, sir. But guess what? The value of gold is really dictated by the governments. And we can use China as the perfect example of how they go up and down on gold. So with that being said,
it's dictated by the market.
Right. So, okay, then, like, that's what the brother was trying to say, that, hey, it's dictated by the market. If everybody in the world says, hey, Bitcoin is the monetary thing that we want to use, ain't no government can really stop that, because at the end of the day, they can't do nothing but conform to what the people want, because it's going to fight them. And that's a way that's money leaving out their system. And even them know that they need to get a part of it.
They dictate how much Bitcoin on the U.S. market is dictated by the value it is on the market. If it is if it's not worth that much on the U.S. market, then it's not going to be worth that much in another market.
I don't want
as long as that gets devalued, it's not going to be worth anything. It's just another currency. I can tell you right now, Afghanistan.
I'm not debating that part though, brother. I'm just saying that you right. I'm saying everything you saying is right. I'm just saying that everything that we have more control over this currency versus any other government currency. That's all I'm saying.
That currency can fall at any time. That's why it's so volatile. It goes up and down.
But look at Venezuela though. Look at that currency and how did that fall? It has many resources there though, brother.
Tell me about Afghanistan. Hold on. Tell me about Afghanistan's currency, because it's gone. It got obliterated when they had the war. Their currency is
okay. So
you can
Blackstone. Blackstone. I don't want to get too far off the topic of how originally.
Yeah. That's cool. Now, like I say, I'm just here to inform y'all brothers and put y'all on. Y'all ain't gotta accept what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just conversating and fucking with y'all. You did.
Stuff.
Right.
Hey, brother, we taking in this information, man.
I understand the information you're giving, but Bitcoin is gambling in the market, just like gambling.
Everything is a gamble, man.
Right.
Can I
Yeah, everything
There
is
you
a
go.
gamble in life,
Now,
though, bro.
Black
Can I
Star.
say one thing, man?
Black
Everything-
Star, here's my thing for you.
Um,
I know a guy that has a room full of free energy machines all hooked up to Bitcoin. I mean, some type of mining machine, the stuff that y'all talking about. Tell me,
Right.
what is he doing?
Okay, right now he's basically producing. It's no different than him being. It's no different than, let's say, in old times being a slave master, and you got your slaves out there picking cotton. Except we're using machines to do it now.
Can I say something now?
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Now the mining. Now y'all can look this up. You got cloud mining apps on your phone. You can cloud mine and start.
I just put the link in the back chat. Y'all can download a browser right now that sit up and mine it for you.
Right now that y'all can start cloud mining for free right now, and you're gonna start earning satoshis, which is called points or decimals on the
Yeah,
phone.
that's the dividends of each one. Yeah.
I
Hey,
know.
but look, all right. So look, what bro has said that he has said some stuff. He has said some things like as far as us not even paying for it, right? So that's what I'm trying to say though. If you look at the link in the back chat, right? I started that link, right? So whoever pushed that link, you are going to be my referral, and I'm going to get Bitcoin off of you. But guess what? You're going to earn Bitcoin too, and you didn't have to pay for it. So it's like, even with that right there, now whoever show this is, every show he can be like, hey family, make sure you download your Bitcoin miner free and give out the link to the people. And now that's a whole web of people that's mining Bitcoin for him, and also going to have other people mine Bitcoin for them. So it's
mining decimals
Black
on a
Star,
Bitcoin.
where does
Hold
the
on,
energy
bro.
come from
It's
for
a
mining if
difference.
you're using your
Mining
phone?
decimals on
okay, your USB on your platform on your phone. If you look at it, what you call it, the RAM on your phone,
Oh,
the energy
that's
that.
okay, hold on. That's what you're calling mining. That's a referral program. You can do that with any of these.
No. See, you getting confused. Hold on. He getting confused. It's okay. Let me look up the definition for you, bro.
No. Finish saying what you were saying, bro.
Did you say they pay you dividends?
Yes. Can I?
Let me hear the part about the Takoshis and shit with Hughes.
Hey, can I do it? Can I say what I was saying?
Informative shit.
Let
I
him
want to hear
finish
the name
talking
of the
about
shit.
the RAM on the phone. Let him finish what he was saying.
Man, I was the one who started talking about the fucking cloud mining on the phone. Can I say what I was going to say real quick?
Yes,
all
sir.
Right. No, it's all about with the satoshis. All right, it's like points on the decimals. All right, like cents per on the dollar, sort of thing. All right. So now one Bitcoin is worth to what $1 is 16,000 right now. So this is the difference with the dollar and a Bitcoin. Now one Bitcoin, once you amount to a 1.0000, that gives you one Bitcoin. Now you got to get all of these decimals to the point before you get to the one to get one Bitcoin. Now before you get to that point, you got like 100 before you get to that 1 point, a seventh. You feel what I'm saying? It's a tenth or something before the point. So it's all about the decimals when you're getting your Satoshi. So mining is just creating basically it's just
here, I'm gonna get a definition.
It's creating a Bitcoin, right? For the Bitcoins to be found. So like when people is looking for Bitcoins, they're looking for miners who got Bitcoins, and they'll look at you and see that you done mined 3 point something Bitcoins. Now you can sell your 3 point certain Bitcoins for what you choose to put them with bitches on the market for. This is how you make money. And depending on what state what country that you are, you can get the money transferred into that for fucking that charge. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. But my question was, how are you converting it on your phone app? When you're using it at home, you're using the energy from your house is what's converting to.
Send those Bitcoins to your Bitcoin wallet, or you send it to a Bitcoin exchange, and you exchange it for USD, USDT,
Power. Where is the power coming from if you're using your cell phone?
Okay, that's the RAM on your phone. You know how if you got too many amps running, your shit gonna go slow. It's no different. It's using the RAM off your phone.
So if you're gonna mine Bitcoin off your phone's gonna run slow. You're saying?
I'm just saying that it's a possibility if you have a lot of other apps running, or if you got a bogus phone at the crib. Everybody know we damn near trading out phones every year, so you can just plug up your one phone and open that app and just mine your Bitcoin like that. You probably only get about 10 cents a month because it's not
I think a
actually
lot of
power.
people right now are being confused with the mining aspect.
Yeah,
Yeah, Black Shaw, just break down that mining, man.
so
And how
Bitcoin mining is the process of transactions in digital currency system in which the records of current Bitcoin transaction known as blocks are added to the record of past transactions known as blockchain. In return, they are awarded a certain number of Bitcoins per block. So if I'm a miner, right? And I'm coming to a block to where I don't know how many Bitcoins is in the block. Don't ask me that. I don't know. But I'm just saying that I mine so many Bitcoins that it's about to create another block. And people like me and you, I might need to send, like I say, if I'm going to send some Huey some money, it's going to go through a Bitcoin miner, because in order to make that one transaction move to one place to another place, it takes energy, just like it took energy to create that Bitcoin. So that's why the miners are important. That's why I say that this is something that can't no government stop unless they just cut all the goddamn power out on our ass. And they can't do that. That'll defeat them. You did. So the mining is the transactions, and the power comes from your electricity, and that converts that into Bitcoin. Basically, in slavery terms, you buy a slave, that motherfucker get you some cotton, and that's how you create cotton. The slave.
I got you guys a question. I just got a email from PayPal that said they sent me $65, and my total balance is $300,248
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Should I not click on that? I mean, because like my PayPal account didn't have that much money in there.
Cash out, baby.
You better buy some Bitcoin with it and play dumb.
No, so you think I should actually click on my PayPal account
and send me some of it? Click on it right now.
I don't know. I mean, I can pop this up in short.
Hey, knowledge. Click on it right now. Since you didn't have that, I'm gonna send you an invoice for $100,000, and you say that you paid me for a painting job. And if that shit come through, I'll break it down with everybody. We'll shit that shit up with everybody. I send everybody 10 bands.
I don't know, but it said PayPal sent me $65 and my balance is $300,000.
Send that bitch to me. I tell you what to do with it. I tell the motherfuckers, fuck you. I open it. Send it back to me.
Should I take that money? Should I accept it or that email?
And then sending me some money.
Yeah, somebody probably fucked up and put the wrong email address and sent it to you. Accept that and buy some Bitcoin, and you would never, and they'll never be able to find it. But
that shit sounds fake as fuck.
Email.
That shit a scam, bro.
Right. It's probably gonna lock your PayPal though on some real G shit.
Yeah, man. I ain't messing with that. I got $300,000. My available balance is $300,000. $302,480.79.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you might want to call them.
Send me that.
If you don't want to scam them, then you might as well just call them, then, bro.
Don't call them.
Yeah, man. I ain't even gonna fuck with that. I ain't even gonna fuck with that. I was about to send that shit to my dad.
You on top of it.
Hey, listen, man, don't be scared, man. Y'all, boy, hey, look, boy, that can be me, boy. I'd be sending all you niggas some money. All right, y'all niggas, right. I'd be sending everybody put your emails in right now. I'm sending everybody 10,000. Let's go.
Hey, we'll show somebody how to buy some Bitcoin today on the online right now. You did, but
what you talking about? Come get me. I didn't do it. I had it live right now on live. It's recorded.
I'm gonna pay some bills.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna let you brothers keep going, and I'm about to call PayPal.
Don't call them.
See why I got these $300,000.
Hey, listen, man. If you call them,
I ain't never had that much money in my life at one time.
$300,000.
Actual PayPal first. Don't look at the email. Check your actual.
I agree. Don't call them, bro. I agree with that. Don't call them motherfuckers, bro. Don't call them motherfuckers. Let it be what it is, and have them prove that shit. If that's not the case, have them prove that shit later on.
Do you use your PayPal? Let me ask you this. Do you use your PayPal?
Yeah, he opened it. You know he used it.
Okay, yeah. Send somebody $5 and see if the fucking account goes down. Send somebody $5 and see if the account goes down. You can pay for $5. You say you have $5 on it. I sent my brother $5. Send me $5 and see if the account.
I put a basic explanation of how Bitcoin mining works in the back end.
Right.
I do now. I ain't gonna cash that in. Look, send me
whoever got the police, man, mute your mic.
Listen, man. Who got that? Star? Who got the police around? Gary.
Hey,
No, it's not me.
One World, where you
me.
from, bro?
That was Star. That was me. My bad, y'all.
Okay.
I put a basic explanation
One
of
World,
how
where you?
Bitcoin mining works in the back chat.
We know how Bitcoin works.
Wait,
All right.
I'm talking about the mining. How
Oh,
you
yeah.
mine it. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
no, I mean,
doesn't
Star, what
matter.
he was asking
Doesn't
me?
matter about how much electricity you're using or nothing. It matters how fast or good your computer is.
Yes. With energy you can generate, that's fast.
It's not. It doesn't have to do with energy. It has to do with
It's
computing
power.
power. Computing power. How fast it can compute information.
Power.
Okay, and yeah, okay with your sound cards.
I think that shit a scam because they asking me questions now to get to my account. Tell me to another site.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
That 300,000 alone.
Don't do it.
Only open your PayPal through your app on your phone if you got it.
Only open it through the app. That's what I'm saying. If it's on your app and the account is showing through your app, you should be able to get it right out, and this shit the account to go down $5. Then you go clear that bitch out. I do scams all day. I drop checks and shit, so you know.
Yeah, you're gonna need a really fast computer and a good internet connection to do the mining y'all talking about.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much a guessing game.
I drop checks.
It's no different than mining gold. That's a guessing game. You could be sitting there digging for a whole year before you find.
Hold on, you don't guess. The computer guess. That's why you need one that's fast that can compute information very quickly.
Well,
that's why you have to have a fast internet connection so it can get the information quickly, it can process it quickly, and it can make information out quickly.
Yeah. That's true about mining. Yeah, that's why you gotta have.
This is why hold on.
Use a lot of power.
5G. This is what all this 5G and all this technology for. What we got? We walking around with goddamn and the fastest modem shit. What do you mean?
Well, I got a 5G router in my house. It's okay if you're like right next to it, but once you start getting away from it, like you turn your microwave off, you probably gonna get disconnected. That's the problem with 5G. I would recommend you use the standard connection.
Hey, and it's dangerous. You know, they actually was talking about they want to put up them 5G towers because they say they put off harmful rays.
What?
Yeah, you know, it was actually a school. I believe it was in Texas where it was an elementary school where they built a 5G tower because you know it ain't like 4G. 5G they build multiple little panels.
Yep.
We've been selling
hundreds of panels.
They've been selling 5G
and they say
for like
and a little
10
kid
years.
say he got cancer. What the parents said the kid got cancer from the 5G cell tower.
They've been selling 5G routers for over 10 years.
No, I'm saying the towers. We talking about the towers.
It's the same. It's the same thing. There's no difference. It's a 5G signal sent from a radio. You can get one and put it in your house. They've had them for over 10 years. It's just a radio signal.
It says, meanwhile, human exposure to RF radiation is localized to the head and is a low power level. The phone industry maintains that there is no harmful effects from cell G, including 5G. But you know, Congress, like I'm gonna put this article in the back. Congress is really against that shit because they say that it does put off too much RF radiation.
You know what the problem with 5G is? It only works in short locations. You got to have 1 million towers up to keep your connection. And in between the connection, you'll be dropping out left and right. That's the problem. 5G, because if you go under a tree, you can lose the signal on 5G because it's more susceptible to get blocked by any damn thing. A bird can fly by and knock your signal out. That's why I don't use 5G.
No.
I have 5G in my house. My router is a 5G router, and I bought it like 7 years ago. The new one I'm going to buy, that I'm looking at buying right now, it has a 5G signal in it. The 5G router you can buy, you can go to Best Buy right now to buy it.
When you increase the G's and you increase the signal, only thing you did was make a more compact and smaller signal. You know what I'm saying? That was the only difference. That's the reason why they need to add more towers in order to use 5G. Because
5G doesn't go as far. That's the problem. Right. It's short because it's more powerful. Yes, you're right. It's more powerful signal, but to send a more powerful signal away, you're gonna have a huge transmitter. They don't build huge transmitter. It's the same size transmitter. It just works in a very small area.
Right. Like I'm trying to explain how it works is it's a magnetic signal. And when you use when you talk about like gausses of magnet and use magnetism, you know what I'm saying, the stronger the magnetism, the smaller the field is. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I know most people would think that you would have a field if you had a stronger magnet, but it doesn't work that way. You have a stronger magnet, you have a more compact and smaller field. So when you turn G up on the from 4G to 5G, it doesn't reach from tower to tower because the signal is compact. So they need to put towers in between the towers. And that's the stuff that we're doing now. We're adding towers in between towers, you know what I'm saying? And now and then we'll be able to use the 5G signal. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That's really what it does.
The 5G signal is more compact, and you have to be closer to it.
Same stuff.
And it's also more susceptible to interference.
But I think that's
the whole thing. There ain't not gonna be no interference because you can't block a magnetic signal. You know what I'm saying? That's impossible. That goes through everything.
Hold on, let me tell you.
But hold on, I think that's why they say it's harmful because you need more towers, though.
Hold on, let me tell you something. I had to move my router because my router was in the kitchen, and every time you turn the microwave off, you lose signal because it's passing through the kitchen into the living room. So I had to move it so it doesn't get so close to the microwave because the microwave kept making, and it's only the 5G signal drop out.
Well, see, the microwave has a magnetron inside. You know what I'm saying? That's a magnetic boost. That's what's making the stuff get hot. It's really magnets working inside of your microwave. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if you want to get a stronger signal in the house, there's a module you can buy for like $100, and you plug your Wi-Fi into that, and then you plug it into the wall socket. And all the energy that's running through the house system of the walls will turn into your signal for your Wi-Fi. That means if you have an internet, that means if you have power in your garage, and that garage is being fed from the power from the house, the whole entire house will have a signal, even your garage. You know what I'm saying? Because it's running through the lines. And you can buy that for like $100 or less. You know what I'm saying?
Right. A booster? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah. Just look up for the signal booster and think of what I just said. And you'll see
you're talking about a range extender.
Yeah. I had to grab two of them for my house.
We have those same systems when it comes for intercom, where there's no wires in between the intercom. All you do is plug it into the system in your house on a wall, and it's communicating through the electricity of the house, because that's actually a magnetic signal,
right,
and running through your walls. You know what I'm saying? So when you tap into that and send a signal through that, that's why the whole entire house becomes a signal. You don't really need a router over here and a router over there. That stuff works. You know what I mean?
Hey, I want to say this, y'all. I appreciate running into y'all gangsta ass nerds because I don't really like arguing about, pointless events like love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like this bill right here, somebody can say that they watched this YouTube video and they got something from it. You feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate this shit. Real G shit though, bro. On the real.
Yeah, and that's for love and hip hop. They all fucking trannies on there.
Right. On some real talk though, man. But I think that us as black males, we need to be having more conversations like that because there's so many stereotypes about us as being just dope boys. You feel me? On some real shit. And a lot of people make it seem like we don't know shit.
Well, I don't like it that people try to make it seem like 5G is some kind of crazy end of the world apocalypse stuff, and it's just a faster damn internet connection that we've had for years. They're just going to finally put it on your damn cell phone.
Yeah. See, they need you need 5G in order to have the driverless cars. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to happen. They can't give you the cars, you know what I'm saying, that can ride by itself until they give you this 5G signal, because then the cars will be tracked and they can really monitor it. But 4G, you're not going to get a good cars good enough. You need a stronger signal, and you need it to be everywhere. And then they're gonna release to you the driverless cars. Well, I'm just telling you how it's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it
Hey,
works.
that don't help them little boys in my city that's out here shooting people. They stay with their phone on them. Man.
Yeah, we already have driverless cars. The software would be built into the cars. They just need to make sure they can update them with the new maps. But other than that, they're mainly dictated by sonar and camera.
I think where he coming from though, it probably do better. Cause have y'all seen what the driverless Volvo they had put out? It ended up running over a couple of the motherfucking executives. You know what I'm saying? They stood in front of the car and the car was supposed to stop and that motherfucker kept going on their ass and shit. So it's like, it makes sense what he's talking about with the 5G as far as it's going to be more towers. So it's going to connect, it's going to be going from tower to tower to tower to tower and pinpoint easier. So, all that shit do make sense though on the real. Because right now they can't control it.
You're going to Google Navigate in your car and your car's going to drive you right there.
Right.
Hold on, but they can. Current Teslas, they have not just autopilot, they have self-driving, full autonomy. I can't remember which one they're on.
Yeah, and if your Tesla ain't hooked up to the thing, you can't even start it. If it ain't hooked up to the system, if like if they unplug it or they go ahead and say like my guy, he be sometime grabbing like little what you call them when they make car crashes and salvage Teslas and shit like that. And the main thing he look for is he don't give a fuck if it's in the plug or whatever. The first thing he gonna try to do is plug up the the console. You know what I'm saying? And if it's still plugged up to the Tesla main system, because if they turn that car off from the manufacturer, it is no way possible for you to turn that car on at all.
Who told you? That's not right.
No, look on, man, bro. My nigga do the salvage cars, bro. If Tesla turn that computer off in that car, bro, yeah, you could still maybe start it up, but it ain't gonna connect, bro. And it's gonna be offline. You ain't gonna be able to do all the.
You can't do the software. You can't do the software update. They won't send you any more software updates, and you can't get any more service on that car. The car runs just like it's supposed to, but you can't get the updated self-driving software. You can't get the updated performance software. They make it so they stop giving you service for that car. They do not service salvage cars, so you can't get software updates. You can't take it and get it fixed there. You can't order parts for it. Well, they just now recently made it so you can order some parts from them.
Yeah, some parts.
But before they take those cars out of service. They can't be serviced. Some of them can't even use the supercharging net. They don't even want you plugging it up to their electric net. So you can't go supercharge.
Wow. Yeah. That's one thing he did say. He said when he plugged it up, it took him damn near 2 days to charge that bitch.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. Because it was going slow as hell.
Damn, what is he using? 110? Tell that boy to unplug his dryer and go online. It costs him about $200. He can get a level 4 charger, plug it up into 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Plug it up into the damn dryer outlet, and he can charge his car in about 8 hours.
Okay, then I'll let him know that, because he was complaining. He like, man, that's why he like, I can't even drive it because it's taking so long to charge, and by the time I do get it charged, I don't even want to, I don't want it to go past halfway. You know what I'm saying? I do a couple runs and I'll get back to the house.
Yeah, and if he doesn't have it plugged up at home, he got it at home into a 120 outlet. All he has to do is get him a 220 outlet. There's plenty of plug adapters you can get.
An AC outlet.
Yeah, as long as you're pumping 220 out, it's going to go way faster. If he's using 110, it's going to take him 2 days to charge the Tesla. You know how big the battery? You know how big that damn battery pack is?
Hell yeah, it's damn near the whole car, basically.
Yeah.
Man, it's like he's charging like 200 damn cell phones, and he
right. Come on now. We know we a little ignorant. We don't know the fact, and a lot of us don't read directions. So he's a victim of that.
Tell him he needs to figure out a way to get 220 to that car. Your drive's going to use 220. He may have a 220 outlet around the refrigerator that's regular. All he's going to have to do is buy the adapter. But the charger's going to know as soon as he gets 220, as soon as he plugs it up, that charger is set to switch to 220. Okay. He can buy an if he doesn't have he has to buy an adapter. You'll plug that adapter into the dryer. The dryer, sometimes in an electric oven, they have the same thing. You buy an adapter, plug it in there, and then plug his charger straight into there. The charger know it's 220 and start pumping out more amps to that car.
Right. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do. Hey, y'all. I know I touched on Bitcoin, but shit, y'all got something y'all can teach me about some stocks, some IRA, or some real estate or some shit? You know what I'm saying? Put me on some game.
I'm working on me a dividend investment portfolio. That's what I've been working with.
Okay, yeah. So you only focusing on stocks with dividends and shit like that, right?
Oh yeah. I got me a couple of ladder stocks, and then I got me a couple of monthly ones that I'm working with.
Are you investing into any what's they call them? Pick and shovel type of stocks? You know what I'm talking about?
I usually do
Basically
dividend.
stocks that
Yeah, I usually do dividend aristocrats. That's what I'm trying to aim for anyway.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I recently just made myself an account on Robinhood, so I'm just now getting involved into the stock. Like I say, Bitcoin just opened the door for me to go into that. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it just.
Well, I got Robinhood, but I'm about to open me up for M1 Finances. Everybody want to drop a link in the back.
Yeah, I got that too. You actually able to buy portions of a stock. You don't even have to buy a whole one. Yup. Yeah, I like that. Because can't nobody afford no.
Use for Bitcoin. What's the best computer to use then?
I don't know, sir. I'm gonna be honest. That's not
from what I heard on the Bitcoin, they just said you need a computer with really good processing power, because once it gets on and starts making the guesses, it's going to have to be fast.
I would say a gaming, any one of those gaming computers that come with those multiple sound cards and have slots, whereas you can actually add cards to it. And I'm talking about, bro, all right. So what if you come off $1,000, bro? It's gonna make you $1,000 back within a year, but every year after that, that's a free rack that's going into your wallet. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think that I'm about to get rich with this fucking mining, but you know, over a course of years, that's free, basically money, like dividends, like bro was just talking. That's like, think of that as a dividend machine. It's basically gonna give you you know what I'm saying, the profit to add up every year. So it's gonna pay for itself within a year. If your machine that you get don't pay for itself within a year, you don't need it. You don't need it. I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Hey, bro, what about the machines?
Yes, if you hold on, I want to say, because that's important. If you pull more than $100,000 out of Bitcoin, yes, they're gonna be on your ass. Anything less than that, I'm still figuring out myself. You know, like I say, I'm not gonna talk about some shit that I ain't doing. I'm still figuring out myself. Like I say, so next year will be the first year that I will probably have to file, because I did make a lot of money. Now, I've been in this since 2016 and I accumulated a lot, but I never cashed out. So, but last year I started cashing out. So I know that I'm going to have to pay some taxes on this. They're still trying to figure it out, and I'm still new to it too.
So you actually made this money already.
Yeah, I made me some money. I paid my rent. Look, bro, I left Chicago 2017 the winter, and I paid my rent for a whole year with Bitcoin. You feel me? And I'm talking about just held my checks. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That was during a bull run. Now, last year was a bear run. A bear run means going down. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't do too much trading last year. I mostly focus on dApps, that's decentralized apps. So I mostly either play video games to earn my cryptocurrency, or I even just gambled. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. I was out there gambling with the crypto. They got plenty poker rooms and dice games and all that shit you can gamble your Bitcoin or TRX coins for and earn more coins. So during that time when the coins was going down, I was either gambling or playing video games just to accumulate. So once it turned around, I'm still was in the green. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
let me ask you this, bro.
Go ahead, you.
All right, so let me ask you a question, this, bro. All right, since you say you ain't start cashing out into that, and you talking about paying taxes, right? And why are you worried about paying tax to these motherfuckers, man? Because you think they
I'm not, bro. Trust me, I'm not. I'm trying to, bro. Trust me, I'm on some G shit. I'm trying to avoid it by any and all costs. That's why I said that when I say I cash out, I learned my lesson. The words they got Bitcoin cards out there that you can just send your Bitcoin there, convert it to USD, and go straight to the ATM. They got that, but I stopped doing that because, like you say, why do I need to worry about paying them taxes? But I'm not going to set myself up to put me in a position to where I have to. You feel we still on the plantation. So that's why I was saying that, hey, if you do cash out, it's better to go ahead and do it with Amazon cards, gift cards, such and
Right.
such. So it's like, if you know you're going to Walmart with the family and you need $500 for groceries or whatever, don't get that in cash. Just go on that motherfucker website and sell your Bitcoins for a Walmart card. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yep.
nobody knows that ever happened, bro. Nobody knows that ever happened.
You're right. You're right. You're right. That's how you cash that bitch out. That was my point, because there's other ways to cash
Yeah,
out. You
like
feel
it's
what
to
I'm
the point where you don't even need cash because you can use
Right.
Bitcoin to grab all your gift cards
Like-
and all
like-
your prepaid cards, and you good.
You know what I be doing, Jack? You know what I be doing? I ain't gonna tell you. I be doing all kind of shit.
Right. It's all good. Wasn't understood. Ain't even got to be said because I'm doing it too. You did.
Ways that cash out with this shit, boy. That's why I be telling these folks, like, when I was boycotting money, I was boycotting it, but I was able to utilize other forms and shit of a fucking currency when I ain't have to utilize the US dollar. Because my thing was to boycott the US dollar. You feel what I'm saying?
Even with the dope
but
boys,
you're-
like I be
hold
telling
on,
my dope boy
thank
homeboys,
you.
like, bro, if you was to take your earnings every day and throw it in the Bitcoin cash machine, yeah, you're going to get taxed as far as a percentage, but that's because you're getting taxed from the person that you're buying it from. But if you put that money in there, bro, if you was to get your dough kicked in tomorrow, right? Let's just be real about the situation for those that is in the streets. If they was to get their dough kicked in tomorrow and whatever money they got, yeah, they could take that. But guess what? They can't freeze that Bitcoin account. And there's so many ways that you can hide your money. I'm talking about, you even see it's a Trump coin. You think that Trump ain't hide money in the Trump coin? You think Trump ain't hide no money in that Trump coin that he got? Oh, man, trust me. I understand that we scared about a lot of things, but it's a lot of ways.
How can I, the little when you doing with your blockchain and they give you your little your code, your passcode, your your word.
Yeah, your word phrase, right.
Your word phrase, exactly, the word phrase. I lost my word phrase, so I can't get back because I had lost my whole fucking phone that I was operating on and shit. So I lost everything. I couldn't even get back in my shit. But I know that I didn't mind damn near a whole Bitcoin right now. At least she got a whole Bitcoin and probably 2 Litcoins off my phone. Because I was gonna get started on this shit on the small end. You feel me? So I know that I got 2 Litcoins and at least probably a Bitcoin and a half. You feel what I'm saying? So right now, Bitcoin up to like 15, 16 bands right now. You feel what I'm saying? I know you already know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm trying to figure out any kind of.
I'm gonna tell you what, hey D Miller, we got this little saying in the back chats. Those that do have Bitcoin, but if they lock your ass up, you better remember your password and your word phrase. So all I can say is maybe if you got the same email address, you can email the blockchain, you know what I'm saying, .org, and let them know your situation and let them know that this is the email tied to that account and that you are the custodian of that email, and you trying to recover your account. I'm gonna just tell you to be real, just be prepared that you can't get it because the system is made to where you can't be hacked, whereas nobody can take your shit unless they know your phrase words. You feel what I'm saying?
So and if they had to see my phrase word, that'll delete the purpose of even having that even security.
Exactly, because that lets you know that they in the control of it. And I'm telling you like this, since they not control of it, they probably ain't gonna have it. But still try though. Still try though.
Loss because I was just trying it. I was just doing this shit. I had started mining it on the trial, and the more that I got into it, I started seeing what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? But I utilize the coins for something else because right here in the A we got Bitcoin machines all at the gas station and everything. So I get pulled up.
Hey, I got my barber that's up Bitcoin now. Whereas now I'm in, it's like, bro, believe it or not, when you invest in this currency, let's say our currency, because I don't want to seem like I'm dick riding Bitcoin. I'm just gonna be real with the shit. I'm just using this as a tool. Well, let's say we create our currency. You feel what I'm saying? Now it's like now you have a job because now you're an owner of a corporation, and guess what? We need workers, and guess what? You're the first fucking worker. So that means that hey, if you was to actually beat the streets and have a POS system that can convert your currency into real money to where is that the store owners they still benefit, bro. That's all about just basically selling yourself and your product. Now we got barbershops that accept Bitcoin. I even got a couple motherfucking weed men that sell weed is legal in my state, so I don't want to make it seem like nothing illegal. But you know what I'm saying?
I got some growers that'll get my my edibles and shit from. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I got a couple restaurants that take that shit too. They sell the vegan place and shit, so they accept the Bitcoin because they already know the move. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
and a couple of my places where I eat on the low, they're gonna accept the Bitcoin.
Right. All I'm saying is that I think that we should use this as a tool. I think that we should be very wary and definitely be precautious with all things.
Right.
But I see this as a way for us to gain a better position in the race. And that's all I'm saying, bro. That's it. That's it.
When they thought that they was gonna get richer with us with another way, and we flipped the form of currency, and we ain't accepting they rich ass currency, because you can believe these rich motherfuckers is investing into the cryptocurrency.
Oh hell yeah, bro! Look at JP Morgan. He said one quote. He said Bitcoin is bullshit, right? And he made the whole motherfucking Bitcoin market drop, right? But guess what? Who was the first transaction when it got to the very bottom? JP Morgan. They bought 1,000 Bitcoins, bro.
And Ripple. They bought some Ripple too.
Yep. You're right. They bought some Ripple too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if we was in control of this shit, it's like I say, we got $1 trillion motherfucking industry. We the $1 trillion milk cow. And we was to switch over to Bitcoin or whatever currency that we all just gonna get behind, bro. Everybody gotta come see us, bro. This is the new goal. Believe it or not, I understand that it's not physical. People still trying to understand it, but I'm telling you, bro, this is a chance where we all can win and we can sell this shit.
What about the ECO coin and creating your own coin though?
I mean, you could create your own coin. There's plenty of platforms like Ethereum. You can create your smart contracts, and then, like I said, TRX is a copy of that. Is really a better version. And I could create a coin within a matter of seconds. You did.
So why not create your coin and then let's start promoting your coin? Because once we can get your coin on the coin cap market and we can get people to invest in on the small end, once like just like them, if we start your coin cap market off at like 10% or at 10 cent or 5 cent, whatever, and motherfuckers can buy in on that, and then we can get your shit on the market and motherfuckers start buying it. Just think what we can do with that. If your shit if your coin get on the coin cap market and get to $1 and we all bought in right now, fucking $100 a piece right now. Your coins before it even hit the market. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what that's gonna look like for us. And then if we can hold off enough, we can cash out a little bit, and then we can hold off enough on it. When that shit go up, just imagine if it get up to where $3, $4 or $5. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. No, trust me, I have that as a goal. But since I've been in the crypto, I don't want to say industry or whatever, the community of what you want not, I'm gonna be honest. If the coin doesn't have a purpose, then it's just a shit coin. And it's like when people find out about shit coins, bro, it go deficit. So like I had gave a suggestion because I don't know the solutions. I gave a suggestion where hey, what if we came up with a susu, right? To where so what if we came up with a coin that's the susu coin? I'm just putting this out there, right? So now that coin has a purpose, and now people that will actually get behind it. But I'm gonna just be real. I know a lot of developers, right? That created coins, and I was there from the beginning of that shit. Like RSBG coin, Ethereum Dark. It was a whole bunch of coins. But I'm be real, those coins didn't have a purpose and they went down, and a lot of people lost money putting money into that coin. So it's like me, I'm not looking to be polite. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me? I'm not trying to be polite.
Yeah, we don't, but look. Even the gamble, we know that it's a hit and miss with a gamble, bro. So we can hit or you miss. That's just how you learn.
I'm just that honest. I'm that honest that I don't care. Hey, look, I know enough to where even with y'all, I know how to manipulate a chart to where it's, bro, like I would never do that to my people though. You feel me? Like I say, I come with good intentions and just gonna lay the word out there. If I do create a coin, I'm gonna create it with a DApp. And that DApp is basically going to feed that coin, so people don't have to always buy that coin, but they still get dividend. Trust me, I'm in the works of it, but trust me, it's way more thought going to it than just create. Even though I know how to create one, if it don't have no purpose, it don't have no marketing team, it don't have all these things, like everybody on the panel will have to get behind me to support it. But think about it like this: but we can't get 10 people on here to agree on something though. Remember that.
Hey, hear me out, because this is where my mind state is at. I have the ability to do that. I have people that I know that would be willing to get behind us, even all the people on the line, if we and had it the right cause and had the right intent for the coin. Meaning we're gonna do it for free energy. All right, we can do free energy and have this coin invest into goddamn free electricity, and this going to be the point. So we ain't got, because once we get free electricity, we ain't got to pay for shit else, nothing else. So we're gonna invest. So we're gonna invest this bitch into free electricity, and we're gonna invest this and shit to advancing the technology that our God One World is creating, and we all gonna be behind that. You feel what I'm saying? This is where the people gonna get behind it, and I can go get Sanchez and everybody else who talking about all this free electromagnetism and all of this shit to jump behind the coin, and they gonna ride with it, and we gonna ride. We gonna be able to sneak an undertone up under this motherfucker ASAP. We're gonna be able to sink ASAP. All you got to do is put the coin in motion. This the same shit that we was trying to do with the other brother who came on the thing, and I was telling him about this shit then, but he just took it, and I don't know if he went and made the coin and ran off with it or what. You feel me? But if we can create the trust where it ain't nothing but, I already know that make the ECO ain't nothing but $35 or $65. They ain't nothing but we can come up with that ASAP.
Right, we sneeze that. We smoke that on the weekend. Right.
We smoke that on the weekend. That ain't shit for us to invest in. If we're gonna take a loss on that, that ain't about shit but a stumbling block, and let's do it again. That's the why I ain't discouraged about the last nigga who did it. Cause I know this is the thing that's gonna get us to free ourselves and to put all of us in a point and position of power where we can have wealth and generational wealth to do what the fuck we want to do around the world, and we can transmit our money into any form of tender depending on where we wanted to be in the world, and we have enough to do so.
Right. I did a show on Dr. Sebi, right? A lot of people talk about Dr. Sebi, and I fuck with the elder. But it's like, if he had Bitcoin, right? And he could have put that $35,000, $39,000 on a USB card, or even a paper wallet, which called a code wallet, nobody would have known he had that money walking across the border, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this how I'm looking at it. Like, let's just be real about the situation. A lot of us that, you know, and I hate to use negative shit, but I'm just gonna be real G. I just come across these type of people. Like, bro, if something was to happen, bro, I'm not on that. But if something was to happen and I need to leave the United States, I could pack my shit right now and figure out a way and open my account in another country and not lose no money.
Right.
A lot of people can't say that. The biggest drug dealer right now don't even know how to transfer $1 million to another country.
Exactly.
So that's all I'm saying. It's just a new tool. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But guess what though, bro? We can still talk about, like I say, make sure y'all invite me to y'all back chats and y'all live chats and shit. And let's build off all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to get y'all with any type of suggestions or new things that I can help y'all with. Any questions y'all got, I'm here for you. I ain't looking to shit on another black male. I'm here to try to help you, because that's gonna go ahead and help the descendants. And we never know.
Boy, man.
Huh?
Sound like my boy, Money Boy.
Nah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I never heard of him.
Oh, bro, be on this shit like you too. He out in Cali too. I don't know if you in Cali, but you sound like you got that Cali swag.
Hey, everybody think I'm from Cali. No, Chicago. You know, we the Midwest, so we kind of West Coastish as well a little bit. You did on the real.
Yeah.
We like the West Coast meet New York down south and shit. You feel me? Y'all three together.
So I got all down the south side, Chi-Town and everything all around there. You know, Chirac.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, man, like I say, man, I'm all about progress, man. And I appreciate coming on the panel with some brothers that actually was talking about something productive and not yelling at each other about, you know, like bro said, them transsexuals on love and hip hop. Like, I don't know, man. Our generation is so motherfucking easy distracted. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they be sending them. I think they send them those modes into powerful bills like us, like we be having like this, because sometimes we have bills like this, and then you'll get this one off-brand motherfucker who just want to come and debate everything. I understand about disagreeing. I don't mean to be a yes man, but if you're gonna debate everything that everyone say, you got something to say about everything, man, get your ass off the channel and go do your own shit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something else though, bro. I ain't gonna lie though. I just had the discussion. You just said the word moles, right?
Yeah.
And that's like an East Coast term for saying homos, right?
Homos or goddamn implant and the whole shit, whatever. Implant, the same shit.
In Chicago, a mo is a Black Peach Stone nation. aka a Moor. So I was hollering at my New York homie. He was like, all these moles and that, you know, my nigga from Chicago. He like, hold on, bro. He disrespecting Stones and shit. And I'm like, nah, bro. He from New York, you know. And it's like, even with that, we talk different. And I think that's another reason why we be having miscommunication and shit. You feel me?
Yep. Dialects from different areas. That
right.
Dialect same shit. That's when you don't know the street lingo of every different nations. This is why I had an argument with a brother when I was telling him how the gangs was a nation, and the nigga tried to argue. I'm like, bro, they are nations just like fucking Christians, a Muslim, a Hebrew, a fucking Arab. They are nations. They got a code, a lingo, a talk, a swag, a swing that you feel me. That you got
and an actual book too. Shit.
Yeah, you got to be a part of the culture to be in. And this is how you know a motherfucker who really down with the shit. You got to be up on the new terminology because we switching this shit because we know that we being tapped. So we got to switch up the fucking way that we rap or yap on the jack. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Ebonics is what it was created in the 70s and actually identified as a real language. But you know, we get shunned for using it though.
Ebonics is nothing but a form of patois. You feel me?
Right. Thank you.
Right. That's why people be talking about where I be talking and how the way I talk is the way that I use my slur and the way that I use the tone. And it's just the way that you use the ground because it's the same language, but just the way that I just said that and make it sound a little bit different. Just the way that you use, the way that you sling your words. Damn it.
Right.
It's the power of the spell. Now, because we talk about currency and talking about like this fake ass crypto that we was talking about and this money, because the same currency is fake as shit. None of that shit don't equate to my currency. Like that computer and none of that shit can't come on without me pushing a button. Right. So we are the currency that this is why they need the more people to get into it, because the more people pushing the button, the more motherfuckers that you got on the shit. You feel what I'm saying? So we are the currency that they all trying to control at the end of the day. This is why the most biggest thing that we got to get away is stop accepting anything for pay, because everything was free. Electricity, the air, the water, the fucking everything that you can do. Yeah, look, I'm outside of my house, inside of my windows, it look dark, right? Because inside the electricity is off in the rooms. But if you come outside, it's always light. Even though you see the light is dark, always there. And when the dark come in, it's always going to be some light somewhere.
Right.
And people can't fathom that because the dark and the light run together. They just have space between each other that's just a little bit more light before the dark see itself again. The same thing with your shadow. Your shadow only going to encompass the form of the matter. And after that comes the light again, or the dark for that matter. You feel me? Because you can still see a shadow in the dark.
Right. No different in the seasons, huh? It ain't shit lasting too long. We're going to switch over.
Everything rotates. It's a constant motivation. Only if you knew that the same seasons is down here every day. It's snowing somewhere right now. It's raining somewhere. It's hailing somewhere. A tornado, a disaster, fucking something going on right now. It's sunny somewhere. It's cloudy, and it's scattered shower somewhere. You feel me?
Right. Hell yeah.
This money shit is a fucking control mechanism when we shouldn't be worrying about a Bitcoin, a dollar coin, or fucking none of the coins, because none of that shit can get up and move and do nothing without you. It can't go purchase nothing without you going to purchase it. It can't even think or decide what it wants to have to do, what it wants to do, what it was meant for to do.
I'm glad you're saying it that way, because it's like when you say it that way, and that's basically like the same way I was trying to say, like at the end of the day, I ain't no motherfucking Bitcoin dick rider. It's more about, hey, I found a new way. I found a new tool. I found the new crack. I found the new heroin. I found the new real estate. Like if you go back and look in the back chat, I said, it's a quote back there that says 1 Bitcoin in the future will equivalent to 700,000 acres.
Right. And
now, I don't know if that's going to be, it seems like it, yes. It's possible to be a fact. I don't know, but yes, it does seem because of the way things going right now. It's like everybody in the world want to lead a government, and this is a tool in order to do it. Now, do the government own some Bitcoin? Yes. Remember, I explained that whole JP Morgan. Once they seen that shit was rising, the government wasn't fucking with that shit at first, bro. You feel me? They like, oh, this is just some old dark market scam shit. No, motherfuckers is actually making real transactions with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they made the market crash. But that's because a lot of people didn't believe in that shit. So it's like, we ain't have enough money to go against. And we understand how the charts run is really manipulation and psychology and shit. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers got tricked out their position. No different than any of the stories that we talk about anyway with how we get done. But it's like if we own majority of it, bruh, we can manipulate the government type shit, bruh, on some real shit. That's how I'm looking. It's a new tool to go against the grain, bro. That's all on some real G shit. It's a new tool to go against the grain. This the new crack. Like I say, you can go ahead and take $250, go on Crack School, and sit out there all day and sell $10 a motherfucking. Huh?
My camera, y'all. Y'all see my camera? Y'all see my camera? Hold on, this ant. Y'all see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I see
Look
your
how
camera
big
now.
this fucking ant is. This a horse ant or something. This big. Can y'all see this ant that's in this grass right here?
Nah, that shit black.
Nah, this bitch red.
It's black.
Hold on, let me see this motherfucker. I'm gonna pull it
Nah,
out.
that's probably a fire ant.
Look at this bitch. Look at this bitch.
We can't see shit. It's choppy on our side.
He left. He ran. I can't find that bitch. That motherfucker was so big, boy.
What do you
that bitch,
bro?
I want that bitch. I gotta kill that motherfucker. That bitch probably bite one of my babies.
You say you in Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm in the A.
Okay, then that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Wait, what about it? You don't fuck with them niggas from the west side?
I fuck with niggas from all sides.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's cool. That's how it's supposed to
I
be.
don't do sides, bro. You feel me?
That's
I
how
don't do colors. I don't do none of that shit. I fuck with everyone. You hear me?
That's how it's supposed to be. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Even if they don't fuck with me, I fuck with them.
Right. That's what's
You
up.
know?
Right. That's how it's supposed to be.
I fuck with everybody. Literally. I be out in the public. I be out in the public just fuck with folks. How you doing? What's up, my God? How you doing? Peace. What's up, my nigga? How you doing? What's up, folks? Hey, what's up, my nigga? Everyone. You feel me? I be like, boy, I be too piped up. I be crunk everywhere I go. I fuck with everyone. You hear me?
Right. Hey, is Georgia open carry though?
What you taller?
Nah, open carry with y'all guns.
What,
Y'all got
Tula?
open. Yeah. It's out.
Right there, firearms. Hell yeah.
No, I'm talking about is it open carry though, like where you can hold that bitch on your hip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, man. Okay. Yeah, I just moved over here to Cincinnati and shit, and that's how they is. They open carry.
Oh yeah, you can open carry out here. You can ride around to do it, open carry, everything. You're good, you know.
Right. Okay, man. Okay.
I wear my shit. I don't give a damn. I don't even like to rock around women. I like to stay on the spiritual realm because I know me with the fire. I go pop somebody quick. You know?
Right. Don't pull your thing out unless you ready to bang.
I know I gonna pop somebody. I let them have a fair shot. I rather fight with you and pump it up and let you shoot me, and I deal with it.
Y'all, what we talking about, man?
We just talking, bro. We just talking
some shit. We just kicking the shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out to the HOT, man, the house of true consciousness, man. You know, the truest consciousness is always within yourself. No one can question that. You are the energy shit of everything. You know what I'm saying? And once we know that we control our own immortal waters, this is the biggest shit that's happening because none of the currency of that shit even matters. Like we sit here and talk about all that shit. Like that's the reason why I never gave a fuck about it because at the end of the horizon, all of that shit is over.
Oh, I like that. End of the.
No money ruling, no government ruling. They're just moving. Their shit is over, man. We done took all of their shit. We done knocked down all of their boundaries and barriers.
Hey.
Their shit is over, man.
Hey, I feel you. Hey, Huey, have you ever felt like you? I know a lot of us have, and y'all probably said it yourself. Like, I done literally forgot more than I can remember.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's like, you know how a lot of thoughts, whether they necessary or not, like it's like you gotta put that shit down. Like I be saying, get rid of shit, and like I use each letter GRO, you know, get rid of, and that's the only way you can kind of grow. You know what I mean?
Right. Gotta
It's
cut
like,
off that fat meat.
Huh?
Gotta cut off that fat meat. That shit that ain't useful. Right.
Yeah, it's like when you went through a few months, you got a whole bunch of gear. I see why they call it hand me downs and shit. You get rid of that shit so you can keep growing. You give it to your little cousin, sister, brother, friend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
It was like at one time, y'all, I was literally getting rid of all of my watches, right? And I was thinking to throw them in the trash, but I went on and gave them to my cousin because it's like he can hit where I hit and he'll be trying to get rid of them. You know what I mean? Where you will see that you the controller of time. You know what I mean? It's like I got sick of seeing my skin two different colors because I'm wearing watches so damn much. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. I do the watch thing because I don't do the jewelry too much, but I do the watch thing too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's cool long as you ain't no person that likes to be patient, because patience is psychos that wait for dope. You know what I mean? And if you're not looking at your time knowing you control this shit, it's doing it's literally controlling you.
Right.
I ain't fucking around. That's where we got to get rid of shit so we can grow. I said it to my little people so I can forget about it and I can run on and, you know, learn something new and they can have what I had. You know, this is how the growth goes, I think.
Right.
Some people get locked in the same old information as if ain't nothing came from the essence of them stemming from that information. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like motherfuckers be saying, like, I ain't gonna lie, like it tickles me when I hear people like, yeah, black people, we created all this shit like that. And I'm like, that's the equivalent of saying that black people created the school system, but black people still in first fucking grade though. You feel what I'm like? Motherfuckers ain't moved on to another thing, and that's why I say, and I hate to keep coming back to Bitcoin, bro. I really like to say, but I'm just saying that I just use that as an example of we still want to stay with the money though, bro. We don't want to go, you know, to another level, and we see society is basically changing, and we still ain't trying to be first on it because we scared. We hesitant about things and shit. And if you ever looked at a military film, go look up I don't have the link right now, but if you was to look up a military film about how they talk about the black male being scared, being spooky, always laughing. Basically, the character that basically Tyrese plays in Need for Speed or Kevin Hart. Those two characters. You know what yeah, basically. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like we already get put on those things. What's up, bro? You good? Hold on 1 second.
That's some real shit, because, you know, I don't even call little boys, like, unless they little. I don't call young children, young men, little boys. You know, you got to instill a sense of maturity about them at a young age, where you won't, every time you blink, you got to tell your child to stop running or put that down, or, you know what I mean? This is where you instill maturity in them.
Right.
So they can know how to play in the front yard, set up the game. You know what I mean? Say, hey, mom and daddy, come watch us do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you don't instill that, you know, where a young, like when it's time to sit down and eat, you don't want to have a child that can be treated like some type of toy, you know, where they throw the food at it.
Right.
You know,
I just seen it was on Facebook. I think it was at a preschool, or it was probably younger than that. There was some babies. A graduation they hit, right? And it was a young male in there, and I forgot what the teacher said. She's like, "Is everybody having?" And everybody was like, "Yeah." And he like, "Fuck you, bitch." And and she had tried to. You could tell every adult in the room got uncomfortable, and she tried to annoy it. And you know, and she said something else to the kids, and the kids was like almost hesitant to talk because they knew he said something bad. So they like, yeah, and he's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. And she was like, do I need to remove you? He was like, fuck you, bitch. And it's like the whole time I'm thinking like, Where the fuck is his mama at? You know, she ended up snatching him up. Or where the fuck is daddy at? You know, let's do one better. Where the fuck is daddy at? You did the motherfucker that showed him how to shake his dick when he go take a piss and shit. Where the fuck he at? You feel me? So it's like, man, it's a lot of this shit. Like, I agree with exactly what you're saying, man. Hey, motherfuckers need to discipline their kids, set their ass up perimeters and parameters. And so they know what to and what not to do, or else they ass gonna be running into a motherfucking forest fire. You feel what I'm saying?
Talking about, ooh, it's pretty, it's glowing. Ooh,
right.
Your baby ran right into some shit. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
That's so deep because it's like the sentence that you deal with as far as imprisonment. You come into it and you a baby. You don't know that you the you know, say your bedroom that you gonna live in with your mom and daddy in their house. That's your prison cell. But it ain't a prison cell at all because you a child growing and you ain't knowing nothing. Know what I mean? Right. It's like that very home, wherever y'all reside, where mama had you, that's your so to speak, that's your rec yard. You know what I mean? This is where you gonna learn how to do projects and things, but you ain't gotta be in no state of mind where you didn't so-called, you know, got locked in jail like you do when you're grown. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look at this. And I'm gonna be quiet. Like the whole time, dealing with being a child, like you gotta understand everything. It's because you smaller than everybody that's older than you. You gotta understand them and look up and listen. This is where they are the overstander. And once y'all both work that, y'all both become the inner stander, outer stander, overstander, all of those things where, you know what I mean, mama, daddy, and the children as a whole know that they all think on the same accord. Because what one talk to the younger, it all you can do is grow from that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You look up, you be like, damn, my little child has seen something I ain't seen. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, I want to switch it up a little bit, bro. If you don't mind, have you or anybody on the panel heard of biological nomenclature or binomial nomenclature?
I haven't, bro.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it off for you. Binomial nomenclature or binary nomenclature is a formal system of naming species of living things by giving each a name composed of two parts, both of which is Latin grammar form, although they may be based on words from another language. So the reason I brought that up, I just switch the game up and shit a little bit.
Yeah, that's what's up, boy.
So now let's look at cats, right? You got lions, you got pumas, you got cheetahs, you got your house cat.
Cool.
You got all these various versions of motherfucking cats, right?
Yes.
Now when we get into humans, right? We got the Chinaman, we got black people, we got African people, we got white people, we got all these, right? But I'm gonna keep it here in the United States of America, right? With the title or roles of man and women, do you think black people are able to take that title in the United States of America?
Specifically, which one? Which title?
Do you men and women? Do you the male and female of our group? Do you think that we can call ourselves men and women? Remember, that's an English word, and it was also created by the perspective of them. Now I understand, and they also don't describe a sex or a gender, because nowadays you understand that you can go to work and see a homosexual there, and he call himself a woman, and if you call him outside of that, your ass can be fired. So that lets you know that word man and woman is actually a title or a role, and it doesn't describe.
Hey, not to cut you off, but I'm with you. Not right now we don't have no reason or no right to be calling ourselves men and women, because the man, the so to speak, so-called man in this world today over here, especially in this America where everybody's blindly following an idol. A lot of these, so to speak, men or women, or it's like you see too many men in dresses, and this is the slogan they trying to put on the real men, and we ain't having that. Know what I mean? So as far as men, I say we are surpassing that name right now because it's men in dresses who are literally calling themselves men today, and that shit ain't cool.
Right. And then I mean, even when you hear black females, right? When you hear our counterpart, we can't do nothing without them. That we all we got. We together at the end of the day. But when you hear our counterparts, I'm gonna bring up an example. Remember the Shea moisturizer situation? When they had the white women on the commercial and they moved the Shea moisturizer from the urban section of the store to the white people section. You remember that shit? Happened like what? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And you heard a lot of black females saying that y'all ain't no fucking man. A real man would do something about it. So it's like, who was they comparing us to? Was they comparing us to white men? Was that a manipulation tool for us to be a sword for them because they angry and they just wanted somebody to go fix or go to battle about something that they believed in? It's deep. Like, we don't really talk about the relationships between male and gender in our groups. We really, step over that shit because it'd be kind of uncomfortable conversations and shit. You did?
Yeah, dude.
On the real. That's why we got to know that there's a lot of trannies out there faking like they women. You know what I'm saying? And they're the ones pushing this agenda, and that's the problem right there. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? They the big sister to black females. Think about it. God. Think about it though. Really sit back and think about it. Because that trainee or that homosexual, guess what? Black females know that they don't want no pussy for them, so they can't pull the same manipulation that they can probably pull on me and you. You feel me? So it's like when you think of,
What about a trans man?
A trans man that is a big sister to a black female.
Yeah, they both doing one and the same thing.
What?
Yeah.
Yep. Like you see, so I'm gonna let you go right after this. Let me shut my mouth after this. It's like soon as you peep the game, you know how women, you know it's a real woman, but she loved to mess with Tony, who think he a woman like her. You know what I mean? And she egg him on. She don't say, "Hey, maybe you tripping." Like, I ain't never seen a woman tell a fruity man that was just her friend or whatever to get his mind right. You know what I'm saying?
Nope. Because the manipulation doesn't work on him.
Man in a dress.
The manipulation don't work on him.
Hold on a second. Y'all know the difference between a trans woman and a trans man, right?
Yes.
Okay. Could you repeat that? I didn't probably hear that part. Okay,
I asked, what about a trans man? Because you're talking about trans women. That's a man transforming into a woman. What about a woman transforming into a man?
Okay, when you asked that question, that
from different strokes.
You what?
Yeah, that's very real out here. They call them FTMs.
I don't know if y'all ever seen a trans man, but them dudes got beards and everything. Look like a regular dude.
Yeah.
From different strokes. Remember what you talking about, Willis? That's supposed to be a trans man, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, this one of them been running around in our face all our life. Brad Pitt.
What?
Brad Pitt's not a trans man. What in the world?
Trans men, people that been playing men our whole life, you swore was a man, but this has been a trans.
But he got kids though. Don't he got kids?
See, it goes deeper than you don't know what's under the covers. You hear me? This is where a lot of these people who appear as men, they possess what you call the vagina. You hear me? Vice versa. Like, and I don't give a fuck who think I'm tripping. You hear me? I said it like a motherfucker.
Do you know
look, this let me get this out. Let me get this out, and y'all think on it and do your research.
Wait a minute. Before you go on, do you know what Brad Pitt's first acting?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Say that one more time.
He's smoking that good shit over there. Give him a minute. Good.
Do you know what Brad Pitt's first acting job was?
He was a porn star?
No, he's an underwear model.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Look at this, Look at this. They all deal with the modeling. But would y'all think I'm crazy? I don't give a fuck if you did. But when I tell you that this motherfucker been prowling and jumping back and forth with this G-Unit shit, that's a whole goddamn beezy. That's a woman. Curtis Jackson is not a man like you and me. big meaty ass chest and them stubby ass thick ass arms. That's a motherfucking woman.
What?
You hear me? Yeah. I don't think y'all peep the game, but it's a way you can find out where the devil seeds is, the children of Satan and all that.
What?
The devil seeds is seeded in society, and they have you believe that they grew up and lived a life just like you. You hear me? But their life is as fabricated as any movie that they bring to you. This is all a big act, and if we don't realize we watching the movie with all these characters, shit, you sleep. What y'all think?
I think so.
So a man that got famous for walking around in his underwear is actually a woman.
Walking around
Like,
sliding. That damn
he's wearing Calvin Klein underwear, clearly showing that he's the man. Got all his, his bits right there. But you think that's a woman?
Hollywood.
Hey man, you think it's a you see the whole thing is we both think what we think, know what I mean? But do you know what you talking about? Like I feel I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was around in the 80s when he was an underwear.
Hey, just because you saw that thing with some draws and you saw something pudgy down there don't mean nothing. So you hear me? The costume gets put on every day. They in the backstage like a motherfucker putting on makeup before you saw that movie, man. You wasn't looking at nothing real on that motherfucker.
And that's based on what? What information do you have to confirm that information?
What information do you have to say I'm not
making the claim? You're making the claim. You made the claim.
Man. Look, this the whole thing with these Victoria's Secret models, all of this. Like you just said, that boy was sliding, he was a model first. Well, do you know Victoria's Secret?
Yeah, he was Vic.
Do you know that that's 99% men walking up and down that damn thing? You think it's women, huh?
Yeah.
You think you looking at women?
Yeah, that was big.
No, man, you looking at some motherfucking androgyne, tranny flips.
Listen,
you ain't looking at no women like the women.
What is that based on? Where are you drawing this information from?
Okay. Let me add in with this one. What happens is, because I be doing this one with a lot of brothers. We all need a lesson on how to be able to spot a man. And what happens is that a blind person would be able to tell you if this person is a male or a female is because they're using their hands and they're feeling for the bone structure. The bone structure of a man is different from the bone structure of a female. And one of the main things that you can see is that women don't have eyebrow ridges. That's a male thing. You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at Rihanna with that big, heavy eyebrow ridge, that's giving me the indication that is a male and not a female. Now what you can do is you put your hands on your face and feel it, and then put your hands on your woman's face and go feel her. Hold on. Because everybody listening, everybody listening needs to hear this. You got to put your hands on your face, put it on your brother's face. Feel the structure of it, then go feel a woman's face. And after you feel it with your hands, you'll be able to see it better with your eyes. Okay, that's what helped me.
One world. Rihanna has leaked nudes. You telling me she's not a woman?
Yeah, right. She's not. Does Caitlyn Jenner have a leaked nude?
Hey, wait.
I have no idea.
Like, she just take features from her daddy, though. Now, we know some females that do take some features from their daddy. Everybody got that one homeboy that look just like his sister. They look just like, you be like, God damn, I can't fuck with her. You look like my homeboy.
What you got to do is you got to feel on your woman's face. Start feeling on, you know, people who love you, who don't mind you touching them real quick. Just say, hold on, and feel their face like you're a blind person. And then go start feeling, feel your face and feel your friend's face. And I'm telling you, you will not feel these bone ridges in these women.
They got smooth little round little skulls.
And she's butt naked. Like, I say she has leaked nudes where she's completely naked, and you can clearly see she's a woman. You still saying she's a man?
Yeah. Like who's that one on? Who's that one that was with Stevie J? Jocelyn Hernandez. I remember when we was first looking at her, I was like, yo, that's a dude. And then, and then what they did was they put those nude photos out because they know that everybody was starting to say that was a male. Once they showed the nude photos, then we was like, oh, okay. That is
they put them back to sleep. Yeah, they Photoshop a photo. They leak stuff. They seed all of this shit. So you can see it.
I'm woke now. I gotta tell you, yo, this shit is real.
It's real, man.
Don't look at one picture. When anybody Salt and Pepper, all of everybody who you're looking at on TV, this is Hollywood. That's why I got rid of my cable box. It's done.
What is this information based on other than your speculation?
Hey, hold on. Let me tell you something. Okay. Now you got a whole character out there. A lot of them they adopting babies due to the fact that they can't spit none out. These are trans men. You hear me? Now they get children from all different types of continents, all this type of shit. And if you ain't knowing, Gary, Angelina Jolie is a dude.
Is your claim that there's no such thing as women that are born infertile?
Hey, no, listen to me, man. You got too many questions, and you won't listen to it.
I'm trying to understand your position because it makes no sense.
Look. Imagine all of these little young ladies is running around here getting pregnant as quick as they can open their legs and have sex. Now, where in the world do you observe and look at a whole life? You staring at the TV your whole lifetime. You ain't realized these people ain't had no children, bro. How do you got millions? Hold on. Say something, man. Look, how do you make millions of dollars, live in a house big as a neighborhood, and you have no children? You hear me? I don't give a damn what you say when they do have the children. It ain't like you think it is with you having children with your.
I can take you to a female right now. She's been
I can take you to a female right now.
Children. She can't have children. Period.
Yo, Gary,
my goodness.
Some lack of trying.
Gary, you thinking on a small scale, man.
I can take you
There's so many people out this planet that you're going to point out the few women, the few real children. Listen now.
Children.
See, look, you in a state of mind of questioning, and I'm trying to tell you something. That's why I won't stop talking.
I'm trying to
but you doing a whole bunch of question asking while I'm trying to speak. How
am I supposed to understand your position if I don't ask
you? Be quiet and listen. If you don't want to understand what we going through down here, hey, you think it's all how you want it to be and ain't no deception getting past your ass, that's you. But I'm the one that caught on to this one. You hear me? Now you gonna have to go keep looking and pay attention at the agenda. It's all about the genders. It's all about the genetics. Do you understand genetic manipulation?
Gary, how do you take how can you take a skeleton and tell you if it's a male or female? How can you take a skeleton of a head and the scientists tell you if it's male or female?
It's real.
The way they do that is the same way a blind person is seeing. They're looking for bone ridges and structure. That's how you know. If you shave the Adam's apple down and you can't tell, there's other ways to tell. You gotta look at these. You gotta look at these big ass hands. Hold on. You gotta look at these big ass hands they have. Women don't have this. My daughter is just as tall as me, but her hands ain't like mine. Her feet ain't like mine because I'm a man. And you can't hide those parts. And you're gonna look at these women with these long ass hands and fingernails. They can palm a basketball. Women can't palm basketballs. That's why they made a special sized basketball for women.
Man,
because they don't have big ass hands. No matter how tall they are, they don't have big ass hands and big ass feet. That's a man trait. Yo, here's another thing. There's a bone. That bone in their chest. That's a man bone. Men got that bone in their chest.
Yeah.
So, as a man, she thicker than the king size Snicker, but she got arms bigger than me.
Who?
Serena Williams.
Man, that's a dude, man.
That's a dude.
Both
don't get caught up with tits and ass, fellas. Yo,
yeah, man, y'all better wake y'all asses up and look at these motherfuckers, man. These are straight up dudes.
Other than your speculation, do you have anything else?
Okay, look, we dropping names, and you just go look at them and keep paying attention to your speculation. Okay.
There ain't no speculation.
Hey, I done said what I said. Hey, I done said what I said, and it ain't for you to keep questioning me. Go ahead and do your research. I ain't asking you to believe me.
Research. You haven't even told me how you came to this conclusion.
Oh my goodness, man. All this stuff this man just said about a man being blind and touching bone structure. You ain't heard nothing. Why I gotta say it too?
Because you haven't said anything. You're saying, are you saying somebody, a blind man, went and touched this person's face and said, "This a man"?
Right. A blind person can tell you if you're a male or a female.
Have you had a blind person touch any one of these people's face you're talking about and tell you that's a man?
No, I don't need a blind person. What the hell are you using my own hands?
Oh, you just have you touched their face with your hand?
Let me let you know how I be looking at it and break it down. Let's say if I pull up, if I want to talk about a person, let's say I don't care, Serena Williams or something like that. I'll go to Google and then I'll go to images and then I'm going to look through like 50, 60 images, all sorts of different ways. I'm going to see it from different views of light and I'm going to be judging that eyebrow ridge and I'm going to see, is that a piece of meat or is that a bone? And when you see that bone, that's when I'm like, well, women don't have that bone. And if you're not sure, this is why it says, put your hand on a few women's face and feel it. And so you'll know what you're feeling for.
It ain't gonna be sure.
And then you'll be able to see. Right. You'll be able to see then. So then when you look at that jaw, like Prince is a woman.
Man, they sleep.
And you can see from that jaw and you can see these things on them that makes you sit there, oh, that's just a pretty man. No, that's these pretty men that you're looking at is only on TV. All of this stuff that you're seeing only coming through Hollywood. You don't see this when you walk down the street.
Yeah, on the street, man.
When you turn that TV off, a man looks like a man and a woman looks like a woman.
And the TV gonna make your whole world change because you ain't seeing what you're watching, man.
And they want to try to say, oh, well, she's just gay or something like that.
No, don't give me that.
That's a man.
The whole TV gonna walk into your living room. God damn it.
Oh my God, they bad. It's bad, man. It's bad.
It is, man. It's where you got to turn on them motherfucking eyeballs. I'm talking about all three of them. They work in a triangle form.
Yeah.
Turn them motherfuckers on.
They've been doing this before we've been born. They've been doing this. It seems to be a society. I call it the Baphomet society because they want to be genderless.
Okay.
The men being female, the female being men.
Hold on.
It is, man. It is. I'm with you 100%.
Whether a man is a woman or a female with your eyeballs. So I'm gonna post a link in the back. It's a spot a tranny quiz, and you go through and tell me your score. How many you got right and how many you got wrong.
I done been through.
Look at a woman or look at a man and say whether or not that's a man or a woman. Will you take
like
that?
I said, I need multiple pictures on a person. I can't just look at one.
I need to I done my research on that, and I'm solid in what I see.
Let me explain to you how it goes. These people are raising their child from birth as this. So what's happening is they're giving them hormone injections, and they never reach puberty. When you look at a little boy with long hair, you mistake him for a girl. You know what I'm saying? And to the parents be like, oh no, that's my boy. So like, oh, he had long hair, I wasn't sure. Because when they're young, they're pretty. And if you don't allow them to go through puberty, you know what I'm saying? They maintain that young boy thing, and that's what these people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is, by law, these people can do this, and it said, and I seen it in the news. It said by law they can go in the Olympics. Those manly looking women in the Olympics really are men. Those people in the UFC,
just like they showed you Jenner. They showed you the Jenner nigga. Didn't they show you the Jenner nigga?
Billie Jean King, all of these, they've been doing this the whole time. That was never a woman.
That's what they better wake up on.
I want you to take the quiz and show me how well you can spot a real man or a real woman.
Oh my God! Hey, you think the one picture you talking about equivalates to the scale we talking about? It ain't gonna matter with your one little picture what we talking about, man. You gonna have to do your research.
Listen, RuPaul looks better than any female you probably gonna find a picture of, and that's a man.
Listen, this is a quiz. It will show you a picture of a
I'm with you,
man and a
man.
woman. There's a
That's
picture
a
of a man
man.
and a woman, and it just simply asks you a simple question. Which bathroom do you think this person should use? It's basically asking if it's a male or a female. If what you're saying is correct, you should be able to spot a man or a female anytime by looking at their bone structure. Because you said you haven't felt none of these people's face or nothing like that. So
remember, that's why I brought up the topic, though. That's why I brought up the topic. Remember, man and woman doesn't describe gender and sex. That's only a role and a title. So that was, remember, that's what started this conversation. I'm just listening, though, bro. I just want to put that out there.
That's what's going on over here. Look, listen, Gary. Ain't the ones telling you? Oh my goodness, man.
No, y'all good. I can hear both of y'all. Y'all just can't talk over each other.
Listen. I'm gonna say it like this. You can keep jacking off to those men if you wanna that you see on TV.
You hear me? Even men, there's all of them, bro.
You can play blind man and walk with the shepherd, but me, my eyes is wide the fuck open.
Straight like that, man.
Show us your eyes are wide open. Show us how you distinguish man from
Shout out.
I done gave you multiple ways. I done told you about the jawline. I told you about the rib structure over the eye. I told you about the bone chest. I told you about the, hold on, I'm not done. I talked to you about the bone chest, and I talked to you about the size of the hands and the feet. Now, I done gave you a whole bunch of things to go check behind. Now, I know you didn't do that in this thing right here, but I'm letting you know, go feel on your woman's face when you get home, and then start feeling on your son's face.
I don't think you can do it.
Matter of fact, you know what? It's so real. I taught my children like this, and they see shit total. Yeah, their eyes is open like a motherfucker. Now they're like, whoa, and I'm like, yeah, look at this. But they can look at a person now in a picture, and she can see it because she's learned. Because she can feel my face, she can feel her brother's face, she can feel her face and her mother's face, and now she can see what I'm seeing. And then I show her this. I said, what do you think about this person? And she goes, oh wow.
Stop talking about it and show us. The quiz is in the back chat. Show us that you can point out males and females.
Hold on, let me see this.
Your eyeball. Just show us. You can just look at the picture and see it. Show us. Stop talking about it.
If it's a good picture,
stop talking about it and be about it.
I mean, I didn't give you. I mean, I'm so much about it. I can tell you about all sorts of people. You want me to go? You want me to take your test? You know what I'm saying, for you, Gary? Let's look at this.
It's the first test I found.
Are you the one presenting the test? Are you the one presenting it?
It's a third-party test. It's not a test I put together for you. I couldn't tell you who the pictures are. I have no idea.
Well, we know the first one's a training. Let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? All right, did I lose something? The next picture I'm looking at.
Up there, right? I don't see one picture.
Oh, it's only one picture? No, I think it's going.
Is it 1 through 12? Yeah, once you click the picture and it says start, it will start asking you which bathroom should this person use, and it'll say male or female. You pick it and let you know if you're right or wrong.
All right. Well, which bathroom should I use? Oh, okay. I got you. I'm gonna have to see. I don't know. Right, I figured.
Wow, hey, I failed. And I went off of what you said. I was looking at the eyebrow bone, right? And there's one white dude they put up. I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucker got a bone like a fucking Neanderthal.
No. He's got his eyebrows up. And that's why I said you need to see multiple pictures. Now what happens is when they got meaty shit in their face, you need to see the side view. You need to see certain things where you can see the actual bone. It's hard to see with certain skin. But as I said, one picture is not going to be good enough. But you should already know that they're going to show you a picture of a dude. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's going to be a woman if we're going to be going through this. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, some of them is going to be obvious and some of them is going to be hard to see. But you definitely need more than one picture. You can't look at a 2D, one view picture and think you're going to see every aspect. You don't. That's why you need to see multiple pictures from different views and angles. I need to see the light bounce off from different so I can see that ridge. So I can see, is that a bone or is it meat? And how can I tell? Is usually when the bone it's got a hard or more rigid structure, and then the meat is a little more rounded. You know what I'm saying? And that person who we're looking at there, they got rounded meat. You know what I'm saying? So I would,
I'm just waiting to see.
But we need to know more. You know what I'm saying? We need to do more though. Oops, so that thing keep popping off.
Hey, look at this dude. Can y'all see this?
Oh man.
This is a dude, man. Do you see them straight ass hips? Women got curves. Now don't think that they can't make a body up. You hear me? Look at them arms, man.
Did you click it?
Do your research. Hey, do your research and you will see. Hold on, no.
Oh, you got a book that is telling you that.
Do you see this dude?
Oh, that's
now this is only possible because man and woman makes the babies. Look, you are your mama and your daddy.
Has anybody took the damn quiz other than this dude thinking that he see a picture, he can just point out from a picture that that's a man?
I'm showing you ones that I know is dudes. You hear me? That's a dude, man.
Oh man.
You think it's a joke, don't you?
How well did you do, Black Star? How many you got right?
I got both of them wrong. They showed me what looked like a male that was a female, and then they showed me one that looked like a female.
Look at that big ass head on that thing.
Was a male, so I done failed twice so far. God damn it!
Look at the one in the middle. See, you can't see it, man. If you get
J-Lo, hold on now. You saying J-Lo a man now too?
Yeah.
Hey, now hold on. I bet you.
You know what?
Hey, hold on. I bet y'all think this picture ain't even Photoshop. I bet you think this is a natural picture, don't you?
Hold on. Do you really want to do? I got another one where you ask you which picture is Photoshop, which picture is real. You want to do that one?
Yeah.
I know every picture I just showed you is Photoshop. Don't you?
Hold on. It's just like I told you. You want to take that picture online? We can do the real versus Photoshop. You're supposed to be able to tell which one is real and which one is Photoshop. See how well you do on that one.
You just go think in your mind about it. Don't worry, me.
I already took the test. I got a 70 on it. You want to take it and see what you get for real versus Photoshop? My score was a 70 when looking at a picture and determining what's real and what's Photoshop. I got a 70.
All right. You know what? You know what happens is you're right. We probably can't pass the test. We probably don't know exactly what we're talking about, and men don't have these ridges and women do. And it's possible that you might find one or two people that can squeeze past that test. But hold on, I'm not done. But what happening is that everybody on this damn TV screen, 90% of these ones that's on there are failing. They fail this test. Now you will probably find a few people that can pass, and we can squeeze passes. I'm letting you know. You know what I'm saying? We're not 100%, but 90% of these people on TV are failing. 90% of them. That's the problem.
Straight like that, One World. I'm with you 1,000%, man. Hey, Black Star. Hey, think about it. That motherfucking J-Lo can't dance. Everybody know it. That motherfucker cannot dance.
These people are getting promoted for a reason.
She got a pass because she Puerto Rican.
Nah, ain't no passes. Everybody here. We here.
And then I walk off.
But they in there. They doing their thing through the TV and you know what I mean. It's some deep shit, man.
Don't say that. Well, don't say
it like that, man.
Black Star, what you on? You on number 7? How close are you? You doing pretty good?
Man,
this is so real. Yo, this is so real. But I taught one of this to one of my girls the other day. Yo, she gets scared. She looks at this stuff now, she gets scared, and she don't want to know no more because she knows for sure when she went around and feeling some females' faces and men's faces, and she knows that what I'm talking about now, that you can see these things. And you know what I'm saying? Once you test it, you know what I'm saying? And you got to see these people once they learn. They be like, whoa, I don't know if I really want to go over this too much. Well, yo, like when a motherfucker says, yo, well, look at the eyebrow ridge on Michelle Obama. You know what I'm saying? And, they don't want to hear nothing like that. These people don't want to hear about your favorite people or your idols not being who you think they are. Yo, people don't want to hear that. They want to leave the subject. This shit is real.
I want you to show me that you can actually look at someone with your eyeballs and determine whether or not they're a man or a woman, and you won't even try.
Hey, we can move on for real. We can move on.
Did you look at their 2 kids?
Go check your world. You feel me? Go check your world, man. We just telling you from our point of view. It ain't nothing we can say that sounds like that's gonna convince you. So you go.
I've already asked you what method do you go by to determine this, and then I asked you to show that you can do that, and you won't, because if you do it, you're gonna show that you can't tell some of these men from women and these women from men.
This is the whole thing. This is how it's possible, because you have a mom and daddy, which you both of them, they genes together make you. You hear me? You have a feminine side and a masculine side. This is where the confusion comes in, where a man can act like he want to put on mama dress, and vice versa, man. Damn, man, don't act like it's just right here in your face where your peoples can play like they want to switch genders, and you know it, but it's others that's done this from the gate. This is what we telling you, and you never knew they was the opposite gender.
Look, I go out in public. I've been just in Walmart.
They fixed them up good.
I tap on the shoulder and I say, "Is that a man or a woman?" I cannot tell. And she'll look and say, "I think it's a man," but neither one of us actually know. We just guess. But you can't tell. It could be a man. It could be a woman. I don't know. She got a, she got a pretty big bone structure on her. I don't know. It could just be a big thing,
man.
I have no idea.
You know a lot of work.
My mama said if it looked like it's a snake, it's a snake.
Snake, it look,
if it looked like it's a snake, it's a snake. You better run.
Simple. Thanks for saying that. No, I'm saying
this is simple. I had a little girl come in, look like a little boy, and I didn't know. The voice sounded like a little girl, looked like a little boy. I don't know which one it was. Was it a little boy that sounded like a girl, or was it a girl that looked like a little boy? I have no idea.
You need to question yourself till you got it right then. What's up with that?
That was right.
Know what I'm saying? Now, it really don't matter unless they fucking with you. Know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying, seeing these people out in public, you can be standing there looking at them with your own eyeballs and you can't tell. He's saying he can just look at a bunch of pictures
the very same thing, man. You won't even let nobody talk though, Gary, man. You keep on saying the very same thing.
I keep bringing up different things. Are you paying attention?
You keep on saying how you can't tell. You just can't tell, huh?
Yes, and I've given examples of how I couldn't tell. I told you, I've been in the store in Walmart with my wife, and I asked, "Hey, is that a man or is that a woman?"
So look, that's your problem. Say you want to get this person's number. See, what you ain't realizing is they get the whole thing changed down there. Some of them. You can have sex. You fail to realize, man.
No, I realize what you're saying. I'm asking you, how do you?
You can get one. You can get one.
How do you tell the difference?
Look,
women don't have size 13 feet, Gary.
Who told you that? I know some big feet bitches. What are you talking about?
Not like this. Not like what we talk about.
I don't see shoes coming in 13 for women.
No, they buy you're right. They don't. They buy men.
These pedicure ones. They ain't nothing poor about these people. You know, they even shave their bones. You know what I'm saying? They shave bones and all of that, man. They go under the knife.
I don't know what you're saying. When I was in school, I used to date this girl. Her name was Berta. Real pretty, but she had a hair problem. She had hair on her arm, hair on sideburns. I was like, I don't know about Berta. She, they say she a girl, but she got sideburns.
It gets deeper than that, man.
Trust me, she showed me she was a girl, even though she had sideburns and hair on her arm. She just had some kind of hair problem. But other than that, she was real pretty.
Like, right? Because I experienced that myself. Like, be real with you though, bro. I done fuck some females that I know. Come on now, I done fuck some females that had a little bit of a little hair problem on the just a little couple straggles on the bottom of the chin and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna be honest, they had a little testosterone problem, but it was like, bro, come on, that was a female, bro. This a pussy, bro. I see the clit. I'm playing all in this motherfucker. I met her mama, her brothers. I done seen baby pictures and all type of shit.
Yeah, that's different. Look, man, I'm a man and I ain't got no super furry ass body. Just because a woman got some hair on her, man, she got to be a man. No, we ain't talking about it from that point of view. You know what I'm saying?
No, all I'm saying is there are females with male
that
features.
alter their body. It's look, man, I don't even.
Yeah, all I'm saying is there are females with male features. That don't mean you can't say that's not a woman.
Yeah, but they don't have the bone structure of a man. That's what you're not gonna get.
I can show you a bitch right now got a jawline probably sharper than yours, and I can guarantee that's a broad.
Yeah, men don't really have sharp jawlines. They got
she got a strong chin on her. I'm telling you. You cover up her eyeballs, she'll look like Batman. So what you talking about?
Yeah.
All right, and now what the hands look like, what the feet look like, what the chest and the breastplate look like. There's a lot of things to look at, brother. This is all bones we're talking about. We're not talking about something that you can hide.
Are you saying that females can't have male features?
Oh my goodness!
If a female has a male bone structure, the female is a man. If a female has the male bone structure, they're a man.
Hell no, she can't have my features, bro. What you mean?
Like I used to know this one female. Her name's Keisha. I know she's a woman.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know it, personally, but I can guarantee my homeboy said she a girl, but she was big, stocky like a man. She had big feet, big hands, big old jawbone. She was just a big, heavy set girl.
I bet you that was the hands of a woman though. They wasn't the hands of a man.
No, she wanted to play linebacker. She could have played linebacker as big as her ass was.
See,
I'm gonna tell you something, Gary. If you don't go test this, if you don't go feel it on some women's faces and men's faces at the end of the day, if you don't do this test, listen to me. If you don't do this test, that means you wanna jack off to the train. If you're not gonna see it,
please come to Texas. I'm gonna take you around about 5-6 big corn fed. Okay.
Hey, look at this.
Big old corn fed balls. These hoes will pick you up. Drop your ass. They want to play football.
Hey, Gary, you remember this in the Coming to America movie? Your boy Arsenio Hall had on his wig and dress. They trying to tell you, man. You don't see all of this shit going on in your face.
No, that's what's called a slippery slope fallacy, man. You'll be all right there.
I work with big burly women in construction. There's a lot of women, big burly women in there that some of them strong as men. You know what I'm saying? Right. Maybe even stronger than a lot of men. Mm-hmm. But you can definitely know that they're a woman. No matter how ugly they are. You know what I'm saying? Some of them got beards and everything. Mm-hmm. But you know this is a woman.
Yeah. It's where you know
these other people, we're like, no, that's not no woman. You know what? I got one of the people, like another electrician is a female. She's a lesbian and all, right? And we it's all cool. I ain't got no problem with that. We all cool. And somebody posted a picture of Lisa Ray on my Facebook, and I went on and I looked at it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, not Lisa Ray too. So I had put on there. I said, I would have never known Lisa Ray was a transgender. Now the first person to reply,
let the man speak.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Now the first person to reply was her, and she was like, "Nah, that's a woman." And I'm like, "You think so?" And she was like, "Yeah." And these people, they would figure that they are the law on it. And when I told her, when I said, "Well, you need to see like a blind person," I said, "Because the bone structure is what gave it away." You know what I'm saying? Only thing they was able to do after that was hit the like button, because they was like, yeah. Even the women know that women don't have the bones running on them. I said, look at the bone on that face. I said, you see that? I said, that bone is protruding on Lisa Ray. There's no question that that's a bone.
You talking about Lisa Ray from Players Club?
Hey, just check out the hermaphrodite, man, and go on and get your learn on, Gary.
No, well, first of all, half the conversation is mute because neither one of you have yet to say how you distinguished it. You can't even show that you can do it. I've asked both of y'all. I said, hey, go show it. Show your skills. You should be able to point out every man and every woman based on these pictures. But you can't do it. You saying, well, it's hard to distinguish. I know that.
I ain't here to post pictures and do all of that. You heard what I said. Damn, that's what I said, bro. You can go on your own merit or just play like you didn't hear it. It sounds like that's what you want to do. Stop crying.
So the only thing I'm trying to tell you is,
you sound like you crying about it. Like
if you go down,
back into the Matrix.
Hold on.
He wants to go back in.
If you went down a logical and reasonable path to get to where you're at, you should be able to allow someone else to do the exact same you did.
Hey,
a logical and reasonable path to come to your conclusion.
Look, everything I know, I had to go to it. Now, if somebody would have asked me or said something, ain't nobody said nothing to me on a live stream about this. You hear me? This is where just doing my research off top, I peeped this. But it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing that the people don't know. Why you asking me to show you so much? Go see for yourself.
What process did you use to come to your conclusion?
My own goddamn 2 eyes and brain, where I'm telling you right now from my mouth.
Okay. So
I told you what I told you.
Take it and show us that you have this skill, this talent.
You want me to? I ain't got no damn book up. You got YouTube and all this. Google, find out.
No, it's in the back chat. You just go in the back chat, hit the link. It'll take you to the quiz. You take it, and you should get 100% on saying which one's a man and which one's a woman. Because you've done this already. You got this. You got this.
But I already explained to you, one picture is not good enough, Gary. One picture, you need to see multiple pictures from different view angles. I bet you I won't
take your little test. Who got a test? What the hell?
I do. It's in the back chat.
I don't care about your test.
Yeah, even when you go to jail, make sure they take a front and a side profile pictures to make sure that they got some multiple angles so we can really see exactly the person that we're looking at. Because you may get confused only looking at a frontward view. Yes?
Hey, man.
So you need me to find another test where it gives you at least 4 pictures of the person so you can make a determination.
There you go. I would say that's a fair test. That would at least be fair, because not having a person in front of you, you would at least need to see a few pictures. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, also, and when I'm still confused, people come down to that, like, well, damn, some people are very small, don't have their bones ain't that big. Some of these women, because I've seen a report on a news thing where even the news reporter kept saying, talking to the models and the supermodel telling you she's a man, and he's like, you what? He's a man. She's no, I'm a man. It looks like a straight woman. You would never know.
Yeah. Hey, as a matter of fact, thanks for saying that. You could probably type it in when you get you a chance, but they saying it they damn self. So ask them. You know what I mean? It's famous ones out there saying it right now, they damn self. Women, you would have sworn they was women saying that they are men. God damn it. You ain't gotta hound me and ask me to take no damn quiz. This shit is out there. What you mean?
Bro, they fine as fuck, man. You would have never known.
Yeah, you would never knew, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nobody's laughing about
this. You can put one up and it's straight up dude. You hear me?
Remember, RuPaul looks prettier than almost any female you're gonna come up with. We're gonna see some pictures of RuPaul look prettier than everybody, and we know that's a man.
Look, that's a whole marathon they was pushing. RuPaul, man, they showing you, man. You ain't seeing this. RuPaul drag show. They showing you, man, the drag queen. Man, you better wake up out here. Motherfucker, go back to the kings and queens, nigga, the drag queen.
Yeah.
Nigga, this shit ain't nothing new. Thanks for saying that, man. Nigga, Babylon ain't nothing new. Ask me about the shit like it's something new. And you ain't peeped this game about this system, boy.
I'm trying to see if
respect, though.
Multiple pictures.
Respect,
and let me tell you, I don't care if you don't want to believe about the flat earth or anything, but this right here is serious. This is the most serious thing than everything else. That's why I'm telling brothers, like, bro, you better pay attention, bro. This is very real.
And Tanner, that's hey, look at this. When you see how it's you know how people or get a custom car, man. All of this shit. They talk about the avatar, the body's the vessel, tweak it how you want to, pristine and all this shit, man. All of this shit is everything, and these motherfuckers, they mean everything. Where you can do anything you want to be.
You take your income tax and go get a car. They take their income tax and go get some tits or ass, or next year they're gonna get the eyes, and the next year that's what they doing with their money. Yeah, it's real.
Straight like that, man. You ain't knowing, man. They chopping off their penises and flipping them, player. You can get the pussy, or you think shit ain't no joke, man. You know what they do? What the concept of the Barbie doll is? Ain't that a tough one? Really? You there?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's like the concept of Barbie and Ken, man. This shit ain't no joke. This shit has been embedded in the minds and probably done over plenty of times. And it's over. This gotta be the bend of it, because you know what I mean? It's just been too long coming that the people ain't seen this. Straight like that, man. And if you don't see it, you will. You feel me?
Oh,
one thing, hey,
this is real.
Hey, one thing, when you see how deep it go, it won't do nothing but, so to speak, force you to pick your so to speak, your side, what you gonna do. That's when the jig was up for real for me. Because that's deep as it's getting about genetics and all of this. The changes in time, you know what I mean? All this stuff.
Yeah, once I saw that, I got rid of the cable box. I didn't pay for it no more. I'm like, that.
Oh boy, that motherfucker is gone. You hear me?
Oh yeah, no need for this. I'm done. Oh my God, yep. I'm done.
Yep, it ain't too much of nothing that I know I ain't hurting to miss. This, you know what I mean? I used to go out to, places and get things and, do some consuming and shit, but not like that. It's like when I do get a chance to step in others' houses, it's like the TV that be on, I be looking at that motherfucker like, woo, you just don't, man, I know that motherfucker 10 times uglier and potent since I done turned it off. You know what I mean? One world.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker is displaying some shit on it, man. People ain't even seen it. If that motherfucker is playing in your house right now,
take away that Hollywood makeup. Take away that Hollywood makeup and the Photoshop and see what these people really look like.
Man, them motherfuckers is hideous, man. Do you hear me? Yeah, they doing that. Hey, they sucking up all that dope we going to jail for. They crazy as hell. You hear me?
They can paint some shit on, but they can make anybody look like somebody else with the right makeup, man. They know what they're doing with that shit. They showing you little tutorials on YouTube now. These women, they performing sorcery with this makeup.
Yeah. Hey, look, makeup is literally wake up, and that's wake up from the dream. It's an illusion on. It's a
straight witchcraft.
Yeah.
Straight witchcraft. This is
a whole life of witchcraft they live. You know what I mean? And it's being made so like accepted to everybody today, man. This is, oh man.
Yeah, they're trying to give us the business.
The business like a motherfucker. When you get into seeing how deep it go, man, You be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they straight up says that Beyonce had surrogates. You know what I'm saying? But she's running around with the moon bump on her stomach, taking around like she got a baby in the stomach.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And then these people, when they do have babies, they have their babies and then their body is the same. It says who has their baby and their body is the same afterwards, because that ain't happened for no woman that I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Their body is different after that baby. You know what I'm saying? After your body changed. These people, their body's still the same. Their hips didn't change. They didn't get no wide hips and none of that. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't get no wide nose during pregnancies and none of that shit.
No baby fat, none of that. Man, these motherfuckers is a joke. And it's like and
the reason why you get mad is because they're now setting the women's agenda for real women. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you're not a woman. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Let the women set their agenda.
Hey, and it's deep, man, because when you pick this whole game about this shit, man, it's like, how I want to say it. The pushing of this, it's like you see where they'll be trying to, so to speak, corner you. You know what I mean? And I was saying this with the homie the other day, man. It's like you remember seeing them Steven Seagal movies and things like that.
Yeah.
Movies like, what else is like that? You know, them Clint Eastwood, Charles Bronson movies. You know, where a dude just be snapping out. You know what I mean? Fucking up shit. This is where that kind of man comes from. You know what I mean? Where shit just in chaos and fucked up, but you know who you are. You know what I mean? It's like they took all that fight out of us. You know what I'm saying? That shit where, you know, it may show you ain't got no plethora weaponry. You know what I mean? Like where they ain't even got to worry about.
Glue sticks and rubber bands?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
The real men be, so to speak, killing each other and slammer living in the penitentiaries. You know what I'm saying? And then you got those like us who make it past 21, you know, and we be fortunate enough to realize. You know what I mean?
538. Oh yeah.
So to speak. And we gonna go forward from here, you know what I mean? It ain't really nothing that's new. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So shit, we gotta roll through this shit, man. You know what I mean? Like literally hands on type of shit. Cause other than that, man, the deception gonna get stronger and stronger till it high drop. You know what I'm saying? That's what hey, not too long ago, man, and it's crazy because I can't remember this where I learned it, you know what I mean? But I seen it not too long ago, but I can't, you know, I be just zipping through shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say this channel back or whatever, but the fella was talking about that motherfucker Hitler. Talking about Hitler literally being a woman. You hear me?
Oh yeah, Hitler?
Straight like that. Check it out. Just see if you could, you know what I mean? Put that in and find something on it. But just look at the dude yourself and I see a little round woman. Hey, wow. and guess who else? Guess who else? You know the motherfucker who played the agent in the Matrix?
Yeah.
That motherfucker's a straight up bitch, man.
Wow. The main one?
The main one that was always
duplicating himself.
The one that was squeezing on Morpheus's head and chasing Neo. Yeah. That's fine. Hey, I can't make it up.
As much as I done learned, I wouldn't be surprised by anything now. Anytime I hear any of that, I'd be like, wow, them too.
I don't
Check
know.
into it, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know who took this picture, but they caught him on the beach. You hear me? And he was round as a woman. You hear me? Had all the curves of a woman. But it's where that he is a woman playing a man. You know what I'm saying? I think that motherfucker he ain't even from America. Straight like that.
Yeah, it's to the point where I give hope up for the kids and everybody. I'm like, listen, don't even think about trying to be no famous actor or rapper or none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You might as well get that stuff out of your head, because you know what I'm saying, that swirl ain't what you think. You ain't part of that club. You're not part of that club.
And it really forfeits your existence in a way. Motherfucker could think or talk about you as if you was that acting career you had, or not even speak about the person you really was. You know what I mean? And that's what they mostly do, for real. Like say, so to speak, Nipsey Hussle. Shit, when they could, so to speak, hey, mama said all that. She said she was referring it to Nipsey Hussle. We don't know that motherfucker. No, I don't.
Yeah, I got I smoked with Nipsey a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? He came out over here multiple times to the hood. You know what I'm saying? He even did, like I said, he did a little shout out from our website before, One World, One Hood. I'll be posting some of those things in the back. And I don't know none of this shit that I saw on TV. I'm telling you that right now. But what I do know is that he's been in the acting and all sorts of stuff like that the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And do a lot of street actings and stuff like that. So if that thing over there is an act, I'm gonna have to go for it, because the only footage that we getting is tampered footage from across the street instead of real footage. So I know this stuff ain't right. You know what I'm saying? This person that I was hanging out with was somebody trying to like an underground was trying to get on, and was using the fact that Snoop Dogg was promoting him for a little bit. You know what I'm saying, to get his claim on. Other than that, when he's over here, we're doing videos and stuff like that, like little low budget videos and street things like that. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden on TV, he owns the whole blog. He's this and that, humanitarian award. I'm like, that's not the nigga that was just over here. That's like, I was like, that I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't best friends with him or nothing like that, but I don't know who the fuck this is. How the hell within that time you over here hanging out with us, and now you know Steph Curry, LeBron James, DJ Khaled, you know everybody. You're hanging out with Jigga. When did all of this happen?
It's a whole game where it's real. You know what I mean? You gotta know how to see it, man.
When the hell did all of this happen?
Take it for what it is. You know what I mean?
I can't even respect humanitarian award now. I can't respect none of those things after you see this happen. You're like, no, listen.
Hey, and look. And how is the humanitarian award anything when they won't even let us feed the poor? They won't let nobody, you know what I mean, do nothing today. So all of that, like you said, better not trust it. All the foundation type of shit on TV. Starving, all of this starving stuff. And it's a whole program of
ritual, I mean, you know I drove from New York all the way to Florida, right? And the only edible plants I see is something that a farmer is planting. What happened to nature putting all of these things out for everybody to eat all of it? How come there's nothing's here? That's because it's all been taken down. Because when you go any place where it's natural, things are growing everywhere. All sorts of foods and vegetation is growing out of the ground. But we don't have nothing growing from New York all the way to Florida unless a farmer is growing it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you see barren land, you see grass, you see, and like I said, when I learned that grass is an indication of rich, you know what I'm saying? Because that means you didn't need no crops to eat, you know what I'm saying? Because you got plenty of that, so you're able to just spread your shit out for a nice, pretty lawn. But when all that land was supposed to be you making food for you and everybody else, but in this place, this simulated environment that we live in, when you ride down the highways and you notice that all of the trees next to the highways are all of the same height, the same thing, all scattered out about the same distance apart, it's like this place has been made. You know what I'm saying? The fucking the trees. These trees. Then why are these trees growing here? Because they put them there to make sure that don't nothing else grow for you to make to eat off of. They want you to have a famine. They want you to be starving so you can go to them for their food and you know what I'm saying, and laboratory foods and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we're in a simulated environment.
It is. It ain't no motherfucking natural growth. It's like barren land type of shit, man. Like
pump some shit on TV and tell you that Africans are starving. You want to tell you Africans are starving in Africa, you need to donate some money so these people. But then you look at it as a background, it's nothing but green and things growing. You know what I'm saying? In the area that you can grow the most stuff at. You know what I'm saying? Where you got the most heat at. But yet we need to send some money because they're hungry. Says, nah, I think we're eating the wrong stuff here because the plants grow fucking 20 times faster than an animal does. You know what I'm saying?
And that's all they eat. That's all the animals eat is plants. You know what I mean? So it's something that don't match. Peace to whoever that is just came in. Peace to you, fam. Yeah, man. It's saucy, man.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of sauce on the sandwiches. That shit ain't good. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's where you end up where
I am.
You might seem like, you know what I mean, you crazy or something. But you know it. You know with every fiber of your being, man. It's too much fuckery, man. This is all fucking. It's like, hey, do you feel like everywhere you go, so to speak, it's motherfucking demons everywhere? You know what I mean? Or let me just say lost souls. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You know what I mean? Running around. Can't wait to take a bite out of motherfucker. Too many exorcisms of Emily Rose. And I say the lost souls is out here, you know what I'm saying? They getting everything, man. Snatching up everybody, man.
Mm-hmm. And that's why when we use that, no, we truth seekers. Hey, that's all. So when we hear us talking about all that shit, it's because it's the truth.
Damn right.
Ain't got nothing to do about flat earth. Ain't got to do with none of that. Got to do with truth. We just looking for the truth over here, and the truth is gonna lead us in a lot of different directions and showing us like, whoa.
Like you didn't like we didn't realize that. Even though you realize, like man, all this shit made, man, it ain't made for your ass. It's made for your entertainment, but it ain't made for your entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like and I guess ignorance is bliss when you just totally oblivious to the shit. But like sometimes watching these movies and shit, it's gonna make you think of some shit that's just really real. You're gonna be like, damn, is that real? What I just thought about watching this damn movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, think about this. How many of these trannies then got niggas for abortion money? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're raw dogging, pounding, splashing. You know what I'm saying? Thinking it's all good. He's like, yo, gonna have a baby. I need some money.
Wow. Nigga, motherfucker could be
wow. I mean, obviously, is Gary still here? Fucking with Gary. Obviously, Gary would get caught with that one. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that abortion money. And I'd be like, but Gary, but look at the eyebrow thing on it. Yeah, fuck with you, Gary. He wouldn't sleep. He didn't even say bye.
Hey, that's ill. They out here though, tough, man.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
Society.
And it's all respect. You feel me? I ain't mad at it.
Right, I ain't mad at that, but I just don't want to be tricked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what it is. I ain't got no problem.
Let me know.
I still listen to your music. I still bump with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just look at you in a sexual way like that. I want to, you know.
You know what I'm saying, Jay-Z?
Oh, my God. I don't know about that.
Jay-Z, one of them, bro.
It's a Jay-Z as a chick?
Straight like that.
Wow.
I don't give a fuck what he say. He get on this motherfucker, tell me I'm wrong. You hear me?
Yeah,
New York. Soft, man. That is a woman. See why?
Said that video in that interview when he first got on with them, he didn't know whose hand to shake because he was more feminine and she was more masculine. You ever heard about that interview? That thing that Kanye said?
He said that about Jigga.
Yeah, when he first met them.
It's thorough like that, man. Just peep the game. Who that baby look like? Just like our mama.
And
straight like that. You hear me? While Beyonce was running around with the moon bump, Jigga Z was in the.
Hold on. Yeah, matter of fact, I gotta take this call. I'm gonna be right back.
Peace.
Don't want to miss out on the trees, you know what I mean?
Damn right. You better know it. I'm sparking down, man.
He got Fruity Pebbles. He got the Fruity Pebbles. I was like, oh shit, let me get some of that Fruity Pebbles.
Oh shit. That's right.
Yeah, I got this dude over here with the trees, so serious. I call him the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Where did Lindsay go?
Who?
Lindsay.
Maybe
somewhere.
Well, he was telling me that Hangouts was going away, but what they're doing is they're just moving it over. You know, this classic Hangout that we're in now, that app, that link I gave you for that app, that Hangout Meet, that's where you should be able to do your Hangout things from now on.
Oh, so it's not going away then?
Kind of, sort of. Like this classic one is going away. There'll be Google, there'll be Hangout Chat, and then Hangout Meet. So if you want to chat with somebody,
you won't be able to go live with it?
I'm not sure. I mean, Sean G uses it. I don't know if you can go live straight from Hangout Meet. I don't know if you can do that.
I mean, you can go. You got the OBS system hooked up to it. And got your
I know you can do it through OBS. Hangout Meet is way better than the Hangouts we're on right now. It's easier to see the chat and everything.
Yeah, man, we was going in on their head.